Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Trainer Oblivio coming back for another SHINYLOCke versus episode with your boy SirLordChimchar. You should be coming through in a second. And as soon as he comes through, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing resets. I'm gonna start um, cranking the startup over and over again, see who can get the shiny first because we really need to get things going. Like we've been working on this one for a while, and I say that it's really not that bad, but anyways. Good stuff regardless. Thank you guys so much for the follows on the last couple of streams. I know I had a couple on the last one. I'm pretty sure I already gave you guys a shout out and a thank you at that time, right? My bot being extremely delayed as always for whatever reason. Yo, Shamark, what's going on? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for showing love over on YouTube. As soon as we get things started up, we're gonna get going. I also have to figure out some food. I just got a quick little pizza. Yo, no, there he is, the man of the hour, SirLordChimchar himself. Now that he's here, like I mentioned before, I'm just gonna go ahead and start cranking these resets, man. I'm just gonna get things started because this little intro section, straight poop, straight doogie. I'm at the house with the nephews. So they're hanging. Makey Gamer and Q. Still didn't get it. It's not gonna happen for a minute, brother. And we haven't even done resets in like forever. It's been like weeks because I had to move and all that other stuff. So, dude, we put this on hold for a good 2 weeks or so. So really, we're just starting it back up. Coming back in, getting a little finicky. Hopefully we can get this Fennekin, man. We are nowhere near odds. Nowhere near anything, really, so... Not expecting to see this thing shine in a good minute. It'll be a good minute before this thing shines. Dapper Gumi 2018, what is going on? Appreciate you for coming through. How are you? Home true perhaps home true perhaps? What does that mean, Shamark? Oh, my bad. I just realized too. I didn't mean to slap the mic out. My bad. My bad. I had this thing muted. Let me unmute my 3DS audio. I'll mute it again when we want to play some music in the background and stuff. It's nice to talk to you again, John. It's nice to talk to you too, my friend. How have you been? T-E-R... Ter? I'm not sure what you're saying, Mr. Mark. Alright, let's check it out. See if we got it or not. That's a negative. That is a negative. Before I get a million... Yeah, Logan, I figured. With the Gumi, I figured. What's up? How you been? Let's see. Right. Bumper. Broken. Nothing much. I might stream some Hollow Knight. Good stuff. Love that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that there, and then I'll pin this comment so that I don't get a million questions about it because that shit gets on my nerves. But anyways, we'll just leave that there. Saved me a job. Shit gets annoying. Don't like when randos come in here and try to tell you how to play the game that you've been playing for like 20 plus years. They're like, wow, soft reset? Why didn't I think of that? That's crazy. That's all cool. The advice and all of that jazz, it's always welcome, but trust me, it gets annoying after like the 50,000th comment. It's cool when the first 2, 3, 10, 50 people do it. You're like, yeah, I know you're trying to be helpful. I appreciate that, but like, I know. My right bumper simply just doesn't work. Because if it did, I would soft reset, but it don't. But after like the 20,000th time of somebody saying, you know, you can soft reset. Yes, fully aware. If I wasn't aware before, the 20,000 people before you that told me made me very much aware. Trust me, I know. Hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday. Strange Saturday for me. I don't know. I woke up kind of groggy, you know, like head's fuzzy. I'm not sure if it's the I'm not sure what it is. But my head's all groggy. I feel fuzzy. I feel kind of weird, slow, sluggish. Like I don't usually feel like that, especially not on a Saturday when I'm off and all that jazz. Another not shiny homie. It's all good. If I can carry over the shiny luck that I've had in my Oras copy to this game, that would be amazing. And that's kind of the high that's driving me right now. Is that my shiny luck in Oras, which is another Gen 6 game, has been so spectacular that I just can't wait. Cannot wait to see what this adventure is going to be like. Of course, we just have to get past the starter. Be right back, ads. No worries. No, I appreciate you. Nobody cares about what you guys wanna call me. Know that you want me to be part of your friend group. Give a shit. We get the Fennec Fox, please. Thank you very much. Leave me alone. Talking to me. Care about what you have to say. Oh yeah, I had to turn down my gain because this loud. Wow, this house is extremely loud. What with all the boys running around here and you know, and my nephew and all those other jazz and their mom, all very very loud. So I had to turn down my gain significantly because I was like yelling into the fucking mic, and the noise was overwhelming. So, like I said, my streams are just a little bit more infrequent. Thank you for coming back, Noah. Just due to the fact that it's very loud here in this household, so I rarely get a chance to stream, you know? All right, not shiny Fennec Fox. Let's go. It's also hard to try to find the perfect balance between like having this little corner here, right? Sending the mic far enough back to where you guys can still hear me audibly, but at the same time not be loud enough to filter in, or rather filter out, all of the noise in the background of the house. And my 3DS sitting right here, or 2DS rather, just like me mashing buttons and stuff. I don't want that to come to the mic and all that. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, how many resets do you think we're on at this point? Oh, a female. We are gonna call her Delphi. 500 to 700 probably, yeah, somewhere around there. Still exceedingly beneath odds. Like, we can get 10 times that amount, and we would just barely be exceeding odds. So, we are about a little over a tenth of the way of odds. And it's not like a guaranteed thing, you know? It's not like I hit 4,096 and then I get the shiny. It's just we go over the odd, you know? At that point, we're just getting a little bit unlucky. But that's the luck of the draw, you know? The luck of the draw. Fanakin, I will see you later. Also, if you guys don't, maybe don't, right? Maybe don't take my advice, because that's a bad idea. I just like tinkering with things, right? So, like, if I get a remote, I like to modify it, or I like to open it up and kind of inspect it and see all that other stuff. I like to switch out sticks and buttons and stuff like that, which helps you learn a lot more about the hardware that you're using too, which is really cool. You're a little Team Meister, I guess. And then, for example, in things like this, where I don't have like a turbo setting that I can just, you know, allow it to button mash A or whatever. If I have to manually button mash A, your A button's going to get pretty worn down pretty fast. So, what you want to do in that case is you want to switch your A button, right? If you know you're going to be... Ooh, another female. This is fire. When you know you're going to be button mashing the A button or something, you're going to be playing like a... I don't know, like a hack and slash or something where you're heavily spamming a button. You're streaming good stuff, Logan. I hope you enjoy your stream. You definitely want to make sure that that button doesn't stick and that it doesn't get messed up. So you, I would certainly advise just kind of like messing with your stuff a little bit, making sure that you got, you know, the stuff that you need. Because default stuff, although, you know, good, it could also be better. And sometimes it's not good for what you're doing, right? Because like mashing the A button over and over again isn't exactly something that a lot of people, you know, I know they stress tested things, but it's not something that people really took into account when building these consoles. We are literally becoming the South Park meme, where as soon as we get the shiny, we're gonna be like, now what? And then you can be like, what do you mean? Now we can finally start the game. Now we can finally start playing. Can we put it in the... Yeah, go ahead, dude. For those who aren't aware, I do have a self-promotion section in my Discord. Feel free to join the Discord with command Discord in my chat. And in that Discord channel, you can go ahead and self-promote, you know, anything from your channel. Anything that you want to self-promote, artwork or anything like that. Well, I actually have an artwork section as well. But anything that you want to promote, social, right? Social link-wise, go ahead and promote it there. Your Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the fuck, you know? No, I think you sent me a message. Give me a moment and I'll check to see what that was. Unless it was a message from a while ago and it just came through my phone now. You can't link it. Send it to me and I will I'll put it in there. There we go. Give a little love, all that good stuff. Go away, go away, go away. Thank you. Yep, I just posted it, friend. All right, back to resets. Oh man, ooh, that kind of hurt. I kind of snorted for a second there, and that shit kind of hurt my head. Serena, stop telling me what to do. I just want this Fennec box to be gray. She's still yellow. I'll see you later. We'll get the thing eventually, you know? It'll happen. And then we'll get started. I want an elemental monkey on my team so bad, dude. If I could get a shiny Pansage, that would be fire. Fire. But realistically speaking, I don't think we're going to get another shiny until after Lumio City. When we can start doing the horde battles and stuff. Because otherwise, man, oh, nah. That shit's going to get wicked. That shit's gonna get crazy wicked, bro. Trying to find another shit. Tag me. Do. As I mentioned before, if you hear any background noise, I am with my nephews. So. You can run around like a chicken with its head cut off for the elemental monkey. I don't mind. That'd be great, but at the same time, it's like, do I really want to? I mean, I did get Abra in 67 encounters and Talo and like barely anything, like another like barely 80 encounters and stuff, but am I gonna run the same luck here? Nah, probably not. I don't think so. I don't think I'd be that lucky. But I can definitely try, you know? I can definitely give it a go. Which I think I will. I'll try for the elemental monkeys, but they're a rare spawn in the forest, and I don't really want to spend all that time, you know, trying to do it. And I kind of want to progress the game. You know, we've spent a lot of time in this beginning area already, you know, as it is. Don't want to have to spend any more time here. Will you, if I'll ask you this, Noah, if I try for an elemental monkey, will you try for an elemental monkey? Which I will be so freaking pissed if I get a
Here, come here.
Simseer, because literally because of the rules of the Nuzlocke, I cannot put Simseer on the team. It's another fire type. It's a repeating type. Which goes against the repeating type clause. But, you know, I also run the risk of maybe getting a shiny Pansage or a Panpour, which is pretty fire. Pretty cool. There you go. I mean, not to mention, realistically speaking, we would run into a shiny Zigzagoon, Caterpie, Weedle, or Scatterbug way before we run into a shiny Elemental Monkey. Because their spawn rate is pretty low. It's like Pikachu, it's like 5%. And I wouldn't mind a shiny Beedrill, because it's really freaking cool and it's a great shiny. And I don't have any of the Beedrill. I don't have Weedle, Kakuna, or Beedrill shiny. But at the same time, there's no Beedrill Knight in this game. That's an Oras. So I can't get a shiny Mega Beedrill, which kind of defeats the purpose and really sucks, because oh my god, what an amazing Mega that would be. That would be such a like so good, so busted. It would help me with so much of this game too. Poison would mow through all of the fairies in this game, and then Bug would kill like the Psychic Gym Leader and Dark types and stuff like that. So it'd be pretty good. I'd be a little annoyed if I got a Gen 1 first route Bugs, have both lines fully done. Yeah. Well, I'm cool with Weedle, but I have all of Caterpie. So I actually no, I need a Metapod. So that would be interesting. Because then I'd be forced to run like Eviolite Metapod, because I would not evolve it into Butterfree. I already have all of the Butterfree Caterpie line done. I have Caterpie, and then male and female Butterfree. Eviolite Metapod, kind of broken. Just saying. A little bit busted. A little bit busted. I hit you with the string shot. Then I finish you off with the Bug Bite. You know what I'm saying? That's like literally the only thing he'd be able to do. Tackle, string shot, Bug Bite. I think if there's a move tutor, but I don't think the move tutors are in this game. Or actually maybe in like the very, very end of the game. Like beyond post game. Like towards the Battle Maison and stuff. I think there might be some move tutors there, but before then I don't think so. I think in Oras there might be more move tutors and stuff, but before then in this game I don't think so. Alright, man. You gotta shine for me, Gandalf. You gotta shine for me, Gandalf. We gonna be best homies. Too bad my Regiluck can't come and get all of them sub 1K. Facts. Facts. No, I need a little bit of that luck from this Oras copy right here. This one right here. I just gotta rub, you know, like rub a little bit of that shiny luck over here on this X and Y copy, because I need to get me these shinies, yo. I need to get me these shinies. I'm currently Masuda methoding a Dwebble in Oras, and I just hit egg 400 last night. So yeah. being that I have access to foreign dittos, I might Masuda method something in this game. Maybe. Maybe. Because Masuda method is still a little bit of a grind. But, you know, so is shiny hunting. What am I saying? Alright. A normal Fennekin. Gotta love it. Gots to love it. Another word of advice now that we're talking about hardware and things like that. Regularly make sure that you're keeping up with like the maintenance of your consoles and stuff like that. Make sure that you're cleaning them. Make sure that everything is updated and up to beat, you know, because that's how things fall behind and can get broken. For example, with 2DSs, 3DSs, any of the DS family with the touchscreen specifically, you want to make sure that you remove all dirt, gunk, and grime and dust, anything that could possibly get on the screen or under the plastic where the touchscreen is, which does happen often. You want to make sure that all of that is cleaned off and none of it gets into the actual screen itself, because if you do, that dust, that stuff can ruin the calibration of the touchscreen, which limits, you know, the stuff that you can do and maybe even prevent you from using the touchscreen in general, right? I had a DS, it wasn't mine, but I had a DS that I got from somebody, and that's exactly what happened. You know, they didn't keep up with it. They let it get all dirty and stuff, and dust got into it. And so then the touchscreen functionality was gone. We couldn't use it. And everything was manual, which kind of sucks, because it's like, this is typing out the name for the, like, for example, it's just quality of life stuff. The fact that I can use my stylus to type out Gandalf or Delphi as the nickname, as opposed to have to manually go with my stick or my D-pad to every letter and input it with A, makes the life so much easier. It also makes it a lot faster. And a lot of cool, you know, a lot of cool stuff happens in the 3DS games that requires the touchscreen functionality. For example, if I want the power of anime on my side in these Gen 6 games, I have to use the touchscreen for Pokemon Ami so that I can feed my Pokemon, pet my Pokemon, and play games with them. If I'm not able to do that, then, you know, can't have fun. Let's check and see. Just another regular Fennekin. Really, my only goal, my fingers are crossed for, please give me a functional shiny, you know? Something that I can work with. Don't give me like a horrendous IV, terrible nature one that I'm struggling through the game with, but you know, just keep that in mind, Pokemon, please. I beg you. Because it's not like I was chain breeding for this or anything. I can take the horrible nature, I can take that. That's fine. I can fix it in later generations if I want to. And not that big of a deal. And yeah, I could fix the IVs, but for the playthrough itself, the IVs are very important, because it's gonna suck if I have a shitty IV Pokemon. Noah, a bit of news that I wanted to share with you. Some news that was shared to me by my friend, and I think you mentioned it to me at some point too, but I just want to reiterate it now that I've got you here. My buddy, he kind of got intrigued into all of the RNGing that I was doing and stuff like that, and his cousin as well. And so then he started looking into it a little bit more, and apparently, don't know if you knew, I think you mentioned it to me, if not, just letting you know, apparently you can RNG all the way up into Sword and Shield. So Sword and Shield has RNG that you can manipulate in order to get shiny dens. And the great thing about that is the fact that we can RNG manipulate shiny Milcery dens, and that completely slashes our need to fucking get like 126 milcery. Like that grind itself, it slashes it like clean in half. Clean in half. Because half of that grind was finding the 126 shinies to begin with. The other half of that grind, yeah, I knew that and heard Gen 6 is awful. Well, we're playing Gen 6 currently, that's X and Y, but Sword and Shield is Gen 8. That's Gen 8. But hey, even if Gen 8 is awful and that's what you meant, I'd rather that. Freeze Falcon, thank you so much for the applause. I appreciate you. How are you? Even, even, how you doing, Freeze Falcon? Appreciate you for coming through. Just a quick shout out to the brother Freeze Falcon. Anyways, it's definitely, it couldn't be any more horrible than I'm good, bro. Thanks, bro. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I appreciate you. You know, taking the time that I can today to stream with you guys and seeing if we can get the shiny starter before SirLordChimchar does. I haven't looked at any Gen 8. I just heard Gen 6 is horrid. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't mind because I don't care about RNGing Gen 6. It's not really that big of a deal. But I can definitely RNG those milcery because oh my god. That's the one hunt that's got my head spinning, was having to find 126 milcery. And that's just half the battle. Like, finding the shinies is half the battle. That's okay. We can hunt for them. We can Masuda method them. It is what it is. Or, in this case, RNG den them. I would much rather do that. But the fact that we have to go through and grind materials. Hey, if you RNG those dens, invite me. Yeah, most certainly. The fact that we have to go through and grind materials to get 9 different milcery swirls of the, or sorry, alchemy swirls of the same kind of ribbon or star or sweet. That's what I meant to say. The sweet. That's what's ridiculous. The sweets is the other half of that battle. Finding the shiny milcery is one half of the battle. The other half of the battle is finding the sweets to go along with it. That's gonna suck. Because that's terrible. Oh my god, that's gonna be terrible. So that grind, we're not entirely out of the woods yet with that grind, but at least we know that there is going to be a safety rescue at some point. At least we know there's going to be a drop box, like a care package or something that's going to help us get out of the woods. No, it makes it harder. It's hard to tell which form is as shiny. They're all the same minus the sweet, right? Harder as in tougher to remember. Yeah. Well, that's why I would rather do a milcery den. Because we know that the milcery is shiny when it gleams, obviously. And then you can just evolve it into whatever swirl you want. Knowing already that it's a shiny. Breeze, what have you been up to? I hope you have been well. I don't think I've seen you stream recently. I haven't been able to hop in and say hello. Hoping you're good. Yeah, Milcery, if you RNG that one, you can host it and I can catch a billion for both of us. Yeah, that's the idea. The idea is to find it, host it, and then just let somebody catch a trillion of them. Of course, if we both RNG it, then we can host it for one another, and then we can get all of them with original, you know, OTs and all that good jazz. But it's cool. I don't mind either way. I know for a fact that if I got the den myself and you caught it, it's my Pokemon, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I just been hustling at work, streamed last weekend, and might try to stream Monday. Ooh, nice. Big moves. Okay. Hustling at work. I feel that, man. I feel that. I've been hustling myself, too. At a little bit of a crossroads at my job now that we're talking about it, you know, just to have conversation and kind of loop you guys into it. I'm roughing it a little bit right now in Maryland, as you guys know. I'm staying with my nephews and all that other good stuff. But I do have plans to move out on my own and have my own space and do all that good jazz. I just need to prioritize getting my legal work done. So I need to, get my green card, apply for a residency, all that good stuff. But you guys knew this. Just kind of a recap. However, bit of a crossroads at my job because I got offered a management position. They said there would be nobody better for a manager position, but I'm at a crossroads because it's like I kind of like where I'm at right now in terms of, right? In terms of work demand. What I do, obviously, I don't mind doing. It's not that big of a deal. It's an easy job. And I get paid for it and all that jazz, and I'm hourly and I can get overtime and blah 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 blah, all those good things. However, and then the best, the other caveat, right? The other good thing about that is the fact that it also allows me time when it's slow to be here with you guys, stream, capitalize here on Twitch and YouTube and have fun with you guys and chat with you guys and all that good jazz. So it doesn't cut into our time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't it doesn't cut into our stream time, stream life, all that good jazz. This is my dream. This is what I want to do full time. Is sit here, rock with you guys, and share my expertise of Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, or any other game that I'm playing, and really just rock out. That would be awesome. But that's a dream, and we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, right? But eventually. Right now, I'm a little rough. I'm not as consistent as I should be if I want to make that dream come true, and I need to be more consistent. But obviously, real life takes precedence. But to circle back, I got offered a managerial position. The only issue is that my main worry is it going to cut into stream time, right? Is it going to cut into the hours that I have working here with you guys, putting in the work here on Twitch, on YouTube, making content, all that good jazz? And is it going to be too demanding to the point where I'm just like fried and I don't have time for stream or anything at all? At that point, that's not worth it to me, I don't want to have to step away from Twitch. I don't want to have to step away from anything else. I genuinely do consider this to be a career path that I want to follow, streaming. So I genuinely want to put the work and time and effort into it, which means I don't want anything else to take time away from it, including a 9-to-5, a job, right? Before I lose your guys' message, let me just catch up. Preferably, I caught up the trillion. Also, I need a lot. Right, yeah, no worries. Not worth the extra stress unless you get paid a lot more. Right, so then here's the thing. The other crossroad that I'm at is obviously having a managerial position is going to come with a little bit more responsibility, but I had the entire job description laid out for me by other managers that I already work with. So they're the ones that offered the position. They're the ones that are saying it'd be great to be on the team. Here's where I'm at the biggest crossroad, right? My time with you guys, the fact that I know, and I'm sorry for however cocky this comes off, but just put this into perspective, right? I'm not a manager right now, as of right now. But all of management comes to me for answers. All of management, let me say that again, comes to me looking for answers. They don't know how the system works. I do. So they're all always in my ass asking questions about X, Y, Z. And for the most part, I kind of blow them off. I'm like, that's kind of a you problem. You're kind of the management. You're kind of the boss. I'll help you because I like you. I don't really like you. Leave me alone. But if I do become a manager, oh Lord, now they have every excuse to be like, oh, you're a manager now, so boom. Oh, you're a manager now, so here. Oh, you're a manager now, so. And so that's kind of where I'm like, do I really want to do that? The second thing too is I have I'm glad that you're amused by that, Noah. It happens to me too. Yeah, so you know what that's like, Freeze. The other thing too, right, is that it's cool being needed, right? But if I'm gonna get my own team, because when I become a manager, I get my own team, so I would have a whole set of people, agents that I would have to watch over, right? I would have to make sure that their numbers are good, make sure that they're doing okay, kind of build a rapport with them, and then work with other management. I'm okay with that. It's mostly administrative work. It's literally just that, like filling out paperwork, making sure that your agents are okay, um, meeting their criteria, reporting that criteria to upper management. Like, it's just administrative work, which I've been doing for a while, so it's not that difficult. However, I would have to develop the skills to watch my tongue, and that one's really difficult. I, I will admit that for Trainer Oblivio, that is an extremely difficult thing to do. Watching my tongue is not very high up on my priority list. If I need to tell you to fuck off, I'm gonna tell you to fuck off. If you're in my face and I don't like what's going on, there's gonna be confrontation. I will confront you. So, so I have to develop a sense of patience that I could have. It is a skill that is very attainable. It's a virtue. I can do it. I can take a minute. I can breathe. I can relax. But if somebody's being a little shit, it almost pains me not to call them out for being a little shit. You know what I'm saying? And so then that's going to suck, because obviously if you're put in a management position or a leadership role, you can't really do that. You can't really be like, you're being a little shit and I don't like what you're doing. You kind of just have to be like, we'll work with you. Try harder next time, blah, blah, all that stuff. And it's like, it's difficult for sure. Yeah. Because it's, for me, it's like, kind of like a false sense of courtesy. And I hate that. I hate false gestures, false kindness, and false courtesy. I can't stand it. To me, and I know it doesn't work that way for a lot of people, but to me, that's being fake. You're being fake. If you can't give it to me straight, if you can't give it to me, exactly how it is, you're being fake. You're lying to me, because you're withholding the truth from me, and that is lying. That is also, and that's another version of lying, and I hate that. I cannot stand being lied to. And so for me, I find it difficult to have to kind of like pander that, or like fluff that, or be like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be raw. I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? And I know me, and I know that if somebody's fucking up, I'm gonna be like, bro, you're fucking up. Like, you're gonna have to tighten up, dog. Cause shit. And I know that that's very demoralizing for a lot of people, and then you can't really do that as a boss, because you're gonna demoralize your team and stuff. So I have to develop that skill if I'm going to try to get this leadership position. Yeah, but the flip side is that you can manage that person out. Well, yeah, I guess so. That's true. The other thing though, right? The other thing that's gonna come. Let me start again. The other thing that has me teetering back and forth between, do I want to step into this managerial position and stuff, is I go from hourly to salary. So I'll get a wage. I'll get a salary wage. And I've never had a salary wage, so I'm kind of thinking if that's something that I want to pursue. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's something that I want to have. Because I'm not gonna lie, in the position that I am right now, it sounds like a tough decision to decide. It is. It's very difficult right now. I'm very much at a crossroads. Because in the position that I'm currently right now, in my actual life, I would love to have a lump sum of cash that could solve a good number of my problems right now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want it to be a thing where I take the lump sum of cash, I take on the responsibility, and then the cat doesn't really come out of the bag until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get fucked until it's way too late. So then I take it up, I take everything for face value up front. I take the lump sum of cash, I solve my issues, I move out, get to New York, all that good stuff. But then I'm kind of screwed, because then it's like, oh, you have to manage this, and you might have to come in on an off day, and then what if I was planning on streaming that off day, and then I have to blow you guys off, and it's like, it's rough. It's rough. If anything goes wrong, though, buck stops at you. The buck stops at you. Yeah, yeah. That's the other thing too. That's the other thing too that you kind of have to put into perspective. Like if something, if any, the fact that you're managing a team and you have a team that your only strong is your weakest link. So if you don't straighten out that weakest link, or if you don't, work with them, or work it out, or develop a plan to make that weakest link stronger, you're still responsible for that weakest link. So you're still screwed. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, damn, do I really want that? I've been on a salary position my whole career. Oh, nice. That's fire. How do you like that, Freeze? Just so that I get an insider's perspective. Oh, being salaried is stupid in your opinion. Why do you think that, Noah? Why do you think that being salaried is stupid?
No, stop being behind me.
Like, versus being hourly, Because hourly, I know obviously I know the upsides to hourly, but I very much know the downsides to hourly. I know what it's like having to hinge on a check, or hinge on an hour, or hurt because, oh damn, I didn't get 8 hours this week, or oh damn, I didn't get 10 hours this day. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know the downsides, and it would be nice to have a little bit of stability, I mean, there are pros and cons between that and hourly. I know how much I'm getting, and it's consistent. Right. Yeah, that's fire. And that's a fire thing, that I think anyways. For me personally, I think my whole purpose is just to find stability, because my life has been a little bit unstable. But we're not going to get into that right now. It's just like, it's cool. Because you get the same pay no matter what if you worked 8 hours a day or 10 hours in a week. Yeah. Yeah. I work a set number of hours. Okay, cool. Yeah, but like, here's the thing, Noah, right? Here's the thing about salary. And you get over, okay, so you're okay, what do you do? Right? Let me get your job, man. You get salaried and you get overtime? Let's go. You get benefits too? Because we're screwed here in the States, man. They hate us. But anyways, that's not really here or there. You're a lawyer, okay, that's fire. Good shit, that's fire. Good stuff. We are screwed regardless. But right. Going back to Noah's point, I feel that's a normal salaried and overtime pay. Yeah, labor laws in the UK are much better. I see that. I see that. But yeah, going back to what Noah was saying. In my case specifically, like, I see what you're saying. It's kind of stupid, the fact that, like, you can literally... UK makes sense, right? The fact that you can just, like, disappear and not do anything but still get the same amount of pay, kind of jank. But here's the thing. One, you're probably going to get fired if you do that. So don't do that. And two, you have a workload set out for you. And trust me, the fact that they already described the position to me and all of the workload, I don't think I'm ever going to even get a second to do that. I can't disappear for no reason. I have to manage a team. I have to manage their numbers. I have to project those numbers to upper management. I have to make sure that the team is meeting daily, weekly, monthly quotas. I have to make sure that everything's running like clockwork. I have to know what my team is doing at all times, which is a weird one because I hate micromanagement and I hate micromanaging people. But they described it as that. I have to know what my team is doing at all times, because the second that somebody calls out one of your team members and you have no idea what they're doing, or you had no idea what it was that was going on, it goes back on you. So you get in trouble for that because you didn't know what your team was doing, your team member was doing. So yeah, hitting all the key performance indicators right. Yep, KPIs, all that good stuff. My dad was salaried for a bit and worked like crazy, sometimes even longer than beforehand. So might a little spite hate. Yeah, maybe a little spite. I get that. And so then that's the thing that I don't want, right? I don't want to take the salary and be like, okay, I get to solve all of these personal problems, and which sounds really stupid actually now that I say it out loud, because I really should be doing it, right? I really should be solving my personal issues. No, but here's my thing, right? I will solve my personal issues, and I have full faith in the fact and my ability to do that. It's just going to take me a little longer in the position that I am now, as opposed to if I jumped into a management position now. Then we're talking the difference of you know, like a year and a half, and then maybe like 8 months to a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still currently in a not so good position, and I need to get out of that not so good position so that I can get to a good position and then an even better position. But in order for me to do that, I kind of have to lay low, you know, hang with you guys, get as much money as I can, save up. And that's going to take me a little bit longer hourly, I think, than it would salary. But my biggest thing is I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to get slammed with work to the point where I literally cannot stream. And then it's like, you know, we want to keep the trainer Oblivio love, brand, hype, and everything alive. You know, I don't want to shoot it in the head because I decided to pick up a managerial position, you know, just because I thought it would, you know, settle a couple of things a little bit faster. But in the long run, it's really just solving the short term. And in the long run, I'm going to end up hating myself and the position. And, you know, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to lock myself into anything like that, because then that would suck ass. So, but then again, could be a huge stepping stone. You know, could be cool. If the workload isn't too terrible, it could be really cool. Are they at least going to give you adequate time to think it over, or do you need a decision very quickly? No, they're giving me time. They're giving me time to think it over. They literally need me, right? Like, that's the crazy part. It sounds so cocky and terrible when I say it, but they literally need me. They are so hopeless without me. They don't know any of the project. And here's how I know that. People have been getting fired left, right, and center. And the fact that I'm still here, and I haven't even been to work in like 2 weeks, because just like I haven't been doing ShinyLocke streams in 2 weeks, I've been moving. So I had to pack everything up, come to Maryland, get set up here, blah, blah, blah. I haven't been doing anything in like 2 weeks. And I'm still there. And people were getting fired. So I'm like, damn. And then I just show up and they're like, oh my God, you're back. And I'm like, yeah. Yes, I am. What's up? Yeah, but that'd be cool. Thanks, mate. So that's cool, at least, you know. Good looks. I'm good there. And don't forget about this, right? And then the system issues preventing me from working. I literally haven't been doing squat. I haven't been doing anything. But you know, I'm still around. And the thing is, like I say, I'm not doing squat, but in the background, right? Even when I'm streaming with you guys, I'm still responding to direct messages on my computer, right? I'm still responding to management, you know, reaching out to me and asking, hey, how can I help my agent with this? Or hey, how can I do that? Or hey, can I put you in a meeting real quick so you can help me with my agent? Or can I put you in a meeting so that you can help me correct this error that this agent did on an application? So I'm still doing things. It's just like, yeah. It's just less of what I'm supposed to be doing right now. But honestly, when they described the position to me, it didn't sound too terrible. Manage a team, make sure KPIs are met, respond to emails, just administrative. It honestly just sounds like I could, like, if it's, here's my thing. If it's a thing where I can sit here and respond to emails all day whilst silent streaming a shiny hunt to you guys or something, we're golden. I'm golden. If I can still double team work like that, I'm fine. I'm okay. But if it gets to be way too busy to the point where I'm like meeting after meeting after meeting all day long, and I don't get a chance to even talk to you guys or anything, and I have to pay attention to what's going on, that's gonna suck, right? Because then I'll maybe get like 1 or 2 days out of the week, and then, you know, I still have a life, so I still have to do my laundry, cook, clean, blah 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 blah, and I'm probably gonna have to end up, you know, putting that busy work off to the side until I can do until I have an off day, which means I'll spend up, you know, my time doing busy work and not streaming to you guys. So I officially have the least one new classmate. Ooh, nice. Time to see how I'd react to the old ticks and autism combo. That's fire though. That's cool. Do 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 But anyways, just kind of wanted to loop you guys into the crossroads that I'm a little bit in my life right now. Just kind of deciding whether do I want to rough it out, you know, do it hourly, put in a little bit of overtime and kind of, you know, still balance that with you guys and go that route. It might take me a little longer. You know, I might have to do a little bit more to make that happen. Or do I just want to go ahead, pick up the salary, do the managerial stuff? I'm already doing managerial work as it is right now, right? Because administrating teachings, administrating meetings, and coachings for other agents, that's manager work. So they're already having me help them do that. So I might as well just get salaried for it, you know? But we'll see. But whatever you do, Oblivion, I hope it all works out. Appreciate that, Freeze. Thank you so much. In the meantime, do we have a shiny gray fox? Because that's what really matters. Not this time. Not right now, at least. All right, y'all. Let's put a huge life decision on a shiny. Let's do it. Let's go crazy. If I get the shiny this stream, we're picking up the job. Oh, that's such a gamble. Yeah, thank you for the shiny luck, Freeze. I appreciate that. Are the starters not shiny luck? No, they're not. Gen 6 starters are not shiny luck.
Yeah.
What's up?
You know what we should do for another stream? Super Mario.
Super Mario Bros?
No, Party.
Super Mario Party.
Like where all those mini games and all that.
Yeah, we've done Mario Party streams before. They're for special occasions. Noah's interested. We don't Mario Party stream all the time. Hi, Oblivio's cousin. That's my nephew, Makey Gamer. You stole 38% of my shiny luck. Man, this guy. This guy's cheating. This guy's cheating. He's supposed to be versing me, and he's cheating. Nephew. Oh, my head. Mario Party would be fun, to be honest. It would. It would. If you get a lot of people on a Mario Party, it is so much fun. Like, if you have a full 8-player board and everybody's out to get everybody, it is the most fun ever. But when it's just like 1 or 2 people, actually, even with 2 people, it depends on the people you play with. But if it's just like 1 other person, it's like, snooze fest. It kind of sucks. Mario Party can be fun when the servers aren't a pain. That is true as well. That is also true. I forget that the servers are not the greatest. A Mario game that I wish they would make a brand new version of is Super Mario 3D Land, because that is the most fun. It's absolute carnage. It certainly is. It really is. It's so funny just to see people sabotage themselves. But Mario Party 3D Land, I think the most fun I've ever had in any Mario game ever is Super Mario 3D Land, because the Super Mario 3D Land, you were able to join with your other friends, and everyone gets to pick their own Mario character, and you guys just complete levels, and you guys can either fuck around the entire time or actually complete the levels and complete the challenges. And some of the challenges are actually really challenging. They're really hard, like collecting all of the stickers or all of the whatever that's on that certain map before the time ends and get to the pole, get to the end of the level. Which makes it fun. So you can, you can have fun. No, I think it was the Wii U was in the 3DS is where Super Mario 3D Land happened. They remade it for the Switch with Bowser's Fury, and that was so much fun. I beat Bowser's Fury, but then I spent a lot of time on Super Mario 3D Land with my Risu. Then I spent a lot of time with Super Mario 3D Land and my friends. We were all just, play Super Mario 3D Land, and it was so much fun. It was so fun because we got through the entirety of the game together, all the way to the post game levels, which are super difficult, by the way. Mario platformers are pretty hard at the very end. Um, and and it was really fun just to kind of see that happen. You know, so I definitely want another multiplayer Super Mario 3D Land game to come to hopefully the brand new Switch console. That'd be fun. The Mario Bros. Wii, that there's no such thing as playing with a family member with peace. Exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly the same thing that happens with your friends. Some of them will like pick you up and throw you off of the map and kill you. It's so funny. It's so funny to see. New Switch, yeah. So there's already been confirmed news that there are parts in development for a brand new Switch console. So that is coming at some point, and we're thinking next year. Hopefully next year. Hopefully. But it's already been confirmed that the company that produced parts for the Switch is producing new parts for a new next-gen console. And for a company, the words that they used, the terminology was, for a company that has yet to step into the next gen. The PlayStation already came out with the PS5. Xbox already has the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series S. Every other, major gaming console platform has already stepped into the new era, except for the Switch. So we could only assume that it's the Switch, being that it's the same company. Will games still be compatible with the current Switch systems? We don't know all of the details yet. We just know that a brand new Switch is in production as of right now. Because Nintendo is the only company that hasn't produced a next generation console, right? I would hope that it's backwards compatible, but I mean, if it's not, it's like classic Nintendo. Well, I say that now, but that's actually not classic Nintendo. That is classic brand new Nintendo, money hungry Nintendo, because old Nintendo loved backwards compatibility. The fact that you could play Game Boy Advance games on your Nintendo DS with DS games, the fact that you could play DS games with your 3DS and all that other good jazz. It's only up until recently that they've gotten kind of stingy. I just got an OLED this year. I'd be so mad if a new one comes out next year. I would have just waited. And that's why I'm holding out. My Gen 1 Day 1 Switch has been running like a beast. And I have taken the absolute most care of it, but it's definitely ran its course. The battery in the back and stuff is already starting to kind of bow out, like the plastic is starting to bow out and stuff. It's just a matter of time, so I'm really holding on. Really holding on to the fact that Game Boy Color games on the, like the Game Boy Advance as well. Yeah, you're right. I'm really holding on to the fact that this new Switch is coming because I'm just going to immediately go to the next one. I'm not going to buy an OLED. I was really considering getting an OLED, like the Scarlet and Violet one. But I'm glad I did. I guess if a new Switch Pokemon game comes out and it isn't for the Switch, I will be annoyed. I'm hoping that it will, right? I'm hoping that there will be a brand new Pokemon game. And I'm hoping that with the new Switch capabilities, my Switch Lite struggles with Scarlet and Violet, to be honest. Dang, yeah. I mean, any Switch struggles with Scarlet and Violet. It just wasn't developed properly, unfortunately. You know, the fan screams, right? But we're holding on. We're holding on. She is running very great. I have made sure that she's doing all right. I check on her. I clean her. I make sure that she's good. So that she can survive all the way up until we get a brand new Switch console. I used to have a Switch Lite, but then I sold it. I didn't need it. Like, I thought I would like the idea of having two Switches, but then it got so complicated to have two Switches. So I was just like, I'm just going to keep one Switch and put everything on there. I really don't want to have to buy another console. I don't mind buying another Switch, being that we are in 2023, so 6 years. since I purchased my Switch, and I haven't bought another Switch or anything like that, so I think I'm okay. You only have the Switch Lite, okay. I feel that. Sorry. Give me that shiny fanny box, por favor. Do 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 boop boop do 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 boo do boo do boo boop 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 boo boop 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 boop. You've always been a handheld gamer, to be honest. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that you can handheld the Switch. I definitely think that that is a really cool concept that I hope that they continue. But I hope that they continue and fine tune it. I hope that they hone out all of the rough edges that the Switch currently gives us, and they're able to give us a genuine handheld console, right? Like something that's going to be really, really good, works really well, runs really well when it's not docked, all that good jazz. And I played the majority of Breath of the Wild handheld, I'm not gonna lie, because it was the first game that I got, and I love the fact that I could travel everywhere with it. And at the time that I got the Switch, we did have to travel a lot, so I was just playing, you know, my Switch, but it is what it is. I really don't want to buy a new one either, so Gen 10 best be able to be on the OLED or I'll be very sad. Well, if it is not, you know where you can watch it. You can watch it right here on Trainer Oblivio's channel. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to plug myself like that. That's terrible. But you know, I'll definitely be picking it up. Pokemon fanboy number one. I know that they're producing a lot of jank lately, but I will ride. That is my loyalty. Right? That is my loyalty coming through. I will ride with Pokemon to the very end. If Gen 10 isn't on Switch, then I'm not going to support Nintendo anymore. Well, I mean... Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, but I'd want to play it. No, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. Yeah. It has been rough for a little while. I'm not going to lie. It has been rough for a little while. Being that I'm in the tri-state area now, though, right? Once I kind of get back on my feet, I have to get brand new tires for my car. I have no idea. I wish I could show you guys. I mean, I probably could if I took pictures and put them on the Discord or whatever. But I have no idea how I made it here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna give you guys the God honest truth. I had like 150 bucks in my pocket. And a dream. And I loaded everything into my car and just drove here overnight. And I got here in like the afternoon, and I don't even know how I made it. Like between the hours of like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., I was kind of cognitive. And then 7 a.m. forward, I have no idea what the fuck happened. That was like 5 hours that are completely unaccounted for. I have no idea what I was doing. I have no idea how I made it here. I just realized that like my next cognitive moment was like, oh, I made it. My next like part where my brain switched on and I realized what's going on, I was like, oh, I made it here. I have no idea how I made it here, but I made it here. Oh my goodness, no way. That's crazy. That is so fire. Freeze, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the gifted sub. That's awesome. That's so incredible. I really appreciate you. You guys have been blowing up the chat. I have to go back. I have to go back. And I wasn't able to see anything. Okay, give me a second. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And it's so nice to be able to see that I hate ad walls, yo. On God. Seriously. Let's see. They're making us wait till 2024 for the second part of the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, so why would they introduce a new console? That's true. Well, actually, Freeze, so the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, they work in conjunction with each other, but the Pokemon Company is very, very much their own entity. So Nintendo, if they come up with a new gen console, it does not have to coincide with what Pokemon is doing. And Pokemon has kind of been off the rails for a little while anyways, and they've always the Pokemon Company and Game Freak have always been very, very, very overzealous and protective of their IP. They're very, very protective of their IPs, so they are like, yeah, forget it. Nothing and nobody gets to touch the Pokemon Company or like Pokemon. So yeah, doesn't make sense. One word, money, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, they need money. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. Again, it is always so nice. Oh, and our boy's just talking to himself. Oh no, what the heck? What do you mean I'm talking to myself? So it's very, it's very annoying. The fact that, hey, I'm glad you're back. Did that ad wall really just drop my viewership? That's crazy. Both of us were in ads, so we didn't hear anything you said. Okay, I'll start back up when we can. Just let me know. In the meantime, I have been awful, honestly. In the meantime, I'm gonna mute the 3DS audio. Being myself. Yeah, I feel it. And I'm gonna play a little bit of Pokemon music in the back. Anyways, so the Pokemon Company and Nintendo exist as separate entities. Nintendo is part of the Pokemon Company because it's Game Freak, Nintendo, and I forget what other company. The Pokemon Company. And so the fact that they're dropping DLC, I think they're dropping DLC. Obviously, it's coming up in like a couple of weeks here. But then I think the next set of DLC is actually in the winter of this year. I don't think it's next year. But even if it was, it doesn't matter because Nintendo doesn't have to follow exactly what the Pokemon Company is doing. They're their own entity, so they would, if they're going to produce a next-gen console, they'll just go right ahead and do it, Like, they don't have to wait on what the Pokemon Company's doing. But, that's neither here nor there. Regardless, I'm excited to see what comes in the future of Pokemon, and I'm also excited to see what's in the DLC. And hopefully, I am praying that I get my shit straightened out, and that so that I can pick up the new Switch, because I definitely need a new one. And I will officially retire that old one. I'll definitely keep it though, because I know that thing's going to be worth a lot of money in the future. Being that it's a day one Switch. For those who don't know, right, version 1 Switches, the very original version of the Switch, are the only Switch systems that can be modified. All the new wave of Switch systems, even after the first wave of original Switches, so not even like the OLEDs and the Switch Lites and all that, even the second wave of original Switches forward, you cannot modify, but the first wave, you can. Mine's not day, but I think mine's is still version 1. It's not a day one, but it's still version 1. Yeah. I got mine on the very night that dropped. And a funny story about the one that I got on the night that it dropped. I was very excited back in 2017 when the Switch dropped. And when it was announced back in 2016 rather, and I really wanted to pick one up, And so I was really excited about that. Yours got updated a lot. Oh, okay. And what was I gonna say? So it's damn, I can't even think. I was very excited when I first got the Switch, right? Because when it was first announced, I really wanted one, and so my issue though was that I knew that everybody else wanted one, and like everywhere that I went, waiting lists for the Switch would be crazy. Like the fact that there was a waiting list to begin with sucked, and then the fact that everywhere that you went was like, oh, I'm sorry, like the waiting list is full, I don't have any more, we're at capacity, blah blah blah. One day I was kind of just like pacing, and I happened upon, I was like, I went to a part of town that I hadn't been in since I was like a kid, since I was younger. Since I was like a teenager, really. And I kind of grew up in that part of town, and there was a Walmart there. And I was like kind of just meandering, and I happened upon a Walmart. There's a churro stand that I like to visit there in that plaza in Tampa that's delicious. The best churros in all of Tampa. And so I went there to kind of get some churros, and I ran into somebody that I hadn't seen in years. It was an old buddy, an old classmate of mine. And he was like, oh, dude, it's been a while. How you been? And we kind of caught up. And I was like, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I work at this Walmart. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he likes playing Pokemon and video games and all that stuff too. So we just were talking, and we happened upon the subject. And I was like, yeah, I really want to Switch, but I don't know, I don't know where to get one or whatever. And then he's like, oh, don't worry about it. He's like, when it drops, just come here. And I was like, yeah? He's like, yeah, just come here. I'll get one for you. And I remember because the night that it dropped, I was working that night. And I used to work the graveyard shift. So I would work past midnight into the early hours of the morning. So I wasn't going to be able to go pick it up. But my brother wasn't working. What a nice guy. Yeah, he's awesome. He's great. Shout outs to him. But my brother wasn't working, and I told my brother, hey, my buddy said that he could get me a Switch. All you have to do is show up. So I texted him, and I let him know that my brother was going in my stead and all that other good jazz. And it was funny because the way that my brother describes it, when he got to the Walmart at midnight, it was a line all the way out the door. Like from so the way that it was built, right? The electronics section was in the very back of the Walmart. And if you've ever been to a Walmart superstore in America, they're gigantic, right? They're a huge superstore, right? And so the electronics section is in the back, the very back of this already big store. And the line is going from this electronics department all the way out to the outside. Like, there are people standing outside. They're like a city within a store. Honestly, it's crazy. And there's people sitting from the electronics section all the way outside of this Walmart. My brother just casually strolls in. My buddy sees him. He flags him down. He's like, hey, yo. And he just goes into the back, and everybody's just sitting here in this line watching him. This is how my brother describes it. They're just sitting there in line. This guy walks out, hands my brother the Switch, and my brother just goes, checks out, and leaves. So it's like this entire line of people just been sitting there for God knows how long. And my brother just walks in, and he's like, there you go. And surprised no one jumped him. Yeah, no. Security and everything was very crazy that day. I've gone ballistic. That shit was funny. That shit cracked me up so much. But it was cool. It was cool. And then when I got home, I set that thing up. I had already bought, The Legend of Zelda that's crazy to think that I had purchased a video game before I had the console. So I already had The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And so I popped that thing in there, and I didn't set it down. And it's been a great time. I have really gotten, and now that I think about it, I've gotten so much juice out of my Switch. I mean, my Switch is the reason that I'm able to even stream to you guys to begin with, right? That's where I first got started. I got started in Pokemon Sword and Shield on the Switch. About a year or so after, I didn't think that I was going to ever amount to anything as a streamer or content creator, and then here we are. But I do be curious about how much a version 1 would go for. Yeah, I do too. Because I've seen some crazy figures online. I have seen some crazy figures about version 1 Switches. Check eBay, honestly. I think I've seen some go up to for about $2,000. I think that's just like a ballpark, but I've seen some go for about 2 G's, which is outlandish. Yeah, well. That is stupid. Wow, yeah, wow, just indeed. It's wild. You're talking dollaroonies, right? I am talking, in fact, U.S. Munners. U.S. bones. U.S. doubloons. You know what I'm saying. Do. Hey, Shamark, I'm glad that you're back. Thank you so much. About 75%. That's that and GBP then. Would pay for like a billionth of a year at college here in America. Yeah, that wouldn't pay for jank. But still silly money. Yeah, it's still a lot. It's still a the MSR the original price of a Switch when it first dropped, I'm pretty sure was like $300. It was $299.99. So that's like a what? 100. You were speaking to a female, nice. That's like a what? Almost 200% markup, like a 180% markup or something like that. With Riz, nice, good stuff. That's still an insane amount to mark up. Yeah, that's another reason why I got a light. Yeah, they're cheaper. They're more compact. To be honest with you, the lights were fun. I enjoyed having a light, but I didn't need a light anymore. Yeah, it's almost 10 times as much, yeah. If I was able to sell mine for that, I'd buy the next gen Switch console. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna hold on to my Switch though. A lot of memories, a lot of fun. What are we talking about? We're talking about brand new Switch consoles that are potentially on the horizon. They're everything but confirmed right now. And so then we're just talking about, you know, what the original Switch was selling for and all that, and what it would sell for now. Then save the rest, right? Yeah, college is wild, man. I was having to pay about $1,500 a college, $1,500 a semester, or a college. I forget what they call it. A college something. 1,500 basically a semester, and a semester is only a couple of months, and it's quite literally a semester in college is like 4 months or so, something like that, maybe. And that time flies. So having to pay that every 4 months out of pocket when I was barely making anything at like a shitty job that I had is terrible. So apologies if this is a touchy topic, but is Miss Oblivio not around anymore? So Freeze, it's been long enough, right? Thankfully, to the point where I've been able to separate myself from this situation and topic that I can talk about it. It is still a bit of a touchy subject, but yeah, we're no longer together. She and I split, and we kind of have different life paths now. So 15 bags, yeah, it's crazy. It is 15 bags every so often. So like a year, that's like, and that's cheap, by the way. That was like my community college, which I was trying to save money so that I could go to university. And that was $1,500 every couple of months, and it was way too much. I did not have the money for that. Like, even now that I have progressed and I have a much better job and I much better, things and all that other good stuff, I still would not want to pay all of that for college. It's crazy. That's wild. Well, let me scroll up a little bit. Sorry, your messages have been coming through. Last stream, I think I caught you were asking her if she wanted... Oh, I can't see that. Lemon chicken. I don't know how long ago it's been since you've seen my stream, friend, but it's been a couple months. we had to break up a couple months ago. So we're almost in September, and I think we ended at the very beginning of May. Well, it's been a couple months. Sorry to hear that, bro. I mean, it happens. It is what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how life be. Cheap. Then what was the normal price? The normal price for a semester here in college? Noah can probably answer that better for you since he's looking to get into school pretty soon. But a semester here for college in America, and it depends on the state, because like for example, in Florida, which is where I used to live, the average a year for university is around 25 to 30 grand, 25 to 30 racks. That's just in Florida. It can be a little bit higher end. It could be more than 3,500. It could be 20 grand, which is on the lower end, but it's in between that range. And then like in New York, it's crazy. University is like 40,000 to 60,000 a year, which is absolutely mind-boggling how you think an 18-year-old can fucking pay that, but it is what it is. I'm sorry, I'm catching up on your guys' messages. Let me see here. Hi, bro. God for now, Junior. How are you? I appreciate you coming to the stream over on YouTube. Thanks for the love. How are you? Let me see. Yeah, so Freeze Falcon, we haven't been together for a little while now, so just to explain that, we did break up. It is unfortunate. We were together for like 8+ years, but that is how it goes. We paid like 9K a year for our undergrad course, so 3 years plus maintenance loan of 3K, so that's 12K a year, plus a 9% interest per annum, which is crazy. Then my undergrad loan was like 10K. Jesus, postgrad. It really depends on the state and college. It does. It really does. So my current student debt is at about 50K. I'm barely scratching the interests. Yikes. Yep, so student loan debt and just loan debt in general isn't a debt that I want to put myself into. So I can thankfully say that I don't have any loan debt, and I don't have any student loan debt. I don't have any of that kind of debt. If I did have to put myself in any kind of debt, the debt that I would like to put myself into is like a home ownership debt or a business debt that I know that, the turnaround for that would be significantly quicker than paying college loan student debt that's going to build up over time. I would much certainly, take a loan for a couple $100,000 or something for a home that I know is going to service, it's going to provide for me, or for something that I can fix and flip, which then would see a return, a profit for me, as opposed to just having a debt occur, But you're not in university at 18, right? No, I'm not. No, well, some people do go to university at 18, so I'm just saying. For like most college students start at 18 as soon as they graduate high school. For version 1 Switch on eBay, the highest amount was like 420. Ooh. Fortunately, in the UK, it doesn't affect us in terms of our credit scores, doesn't prohibit getting mortgages, and we don't pay anything back unless we meet our annual income threshold and is written off for me after 30 years. That is awesome. That sounds like, sounds like they care about your people over there in the UK. They don't give a shit here in the United States, I'll tell you that much. They really don't. They want that money, baby. They don't give a damn what you have to do for it. So even if I don't pay it back, it's wiped out. Nice. Big moves. Big moves. Any kind of debt, and I mean any kind of debt, affects everything here in the United States. Currently, I have some medical bills that are weighing down on my credit score. They're dragging it down because I haven't been able to pay them back because I just simply don't have the medical insurance that I did have through my employer wasn't enough to cover my surgery, so it didn't cover anything, and then they charged me for everything, and it was like $2,500. Sorry, not 2,500, 25,000 for the surgery that I got. Which it happened when I accidentally broke my fibula and my tibia when I broke my leg bones, basically. and I have a titanium plate in my leg now with 3 screws drilled into my bone as a result of a judo accident. I was in a judo competition and I got fouled, but that's still not the point. The point is that yeah, that's weighing on me right now because they did the surgery and then they were like, here's the bill, buddy. And it comes out of your paycheck before taxes, so I never see that money, right? It's the only exception to the norm. Whoa, that's insane. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it is what it is. It really makes me appreciate our free healthcare system here, even though it's falling apart. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that it doesn't fall apart because that's definitely a necessary thing. But yes. I don't know why the United States is as backwards as it is, but it is very backwards. Oh, it's very backwards. I have very, 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 very much considered going to another part of the world and seeing if I have better luck there. But the fact is that I'm not even established here. So there's no shot that I can go, you know, that would be suicide, basically. So yeah, I've been waiting 18 months to have a lump removed from my head, but a few years ago it would have been sorted in 6 months. Dang, sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. COVID really killed off our healthcare system. Oh, it did for everyone worldwide. Oh yeah, I was part of the healthcare system. I used to be a nursing assistant and transporter at my hospital in Tampa, and it was a pretty solid job, but it was way too much. It was way too much. I got hired on in the very October 28th of 2019, and November of 2019, which was like literally 4 days from the day that I got hired. And mind you, I didn't start on the day that I got hired. I just got hired on that day, and then I started like a week later or something. In November, COVID hit Tampa. So, and it hit it really hard. So all the hospitals were very strained, and I was brand spanking new in a hospital setting, and I had no idea what was what. And they were like, oh, COVID, everyone's panicking, and you're brand new, so you get to panic even more. And I was like, this is awesome. So after like a year and a half of that, it was just too much. Too much mental strain. Well, it's all good. It's benign, so nothing to worry about, but it's painful and has knocked my confidence a bit. I feel that. Literally just before COVID was declared a pandemic. Mad. Oh, that's crazy. That's not good. Big respect for you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's it was just a lot, you know, and it was sad to see a lot of people go, and a lot of people that were working in the health industry for a long time too. They also left. I feel sympathies for the medical professionals at that time. Yeah. A lot of good men and women putting in a lot. I really hope that we don't have to go through something like that again. That COVID was rough, man. I mean, like, it was kind of cool at that time because I got to stream more and all that stuff, having to stay in. But, like, in lighter news, yeah. It was low-key kind of rough. What number of resets do you think before the shiny Fennec? I don't know. I am going to project 1,169. Just because, you know. Just because. But I don't know when that reset is going to be because I never... You're going to get 792. Did I get COVID? Yes, but this is the funny part. I worked in Ground Zero where COVID was. Like, I worked... Well, obviously, I didn't work in Wuhan, obviously, but I worked at the epicenter of the pandemic, in hospitals every single day, all that jazz. The entire time that we were locked inside and all that jazz, didn't get it, didn't feel anything, didn't have any symptoms, all good. It wasn't until everybody got re-released, right? And people went back to work and all that, So like 2-3 years later, it wasn't until about like 2021. I think it was 2021 or last year, 2022. It wasn't until then that I got COVID. I got COVID after the fact. After it was done being cool and it was done being the hip thing, way later on, then I got hit with COVID. And man, does that shit suck ass. I have asthma, so I already have a pre-existing respiratory condition. It doesn't affect me very much. I outran it as a kid. I died, so I got declared dead, and then I came back as a kid because I'm a stupid adult. I was a very stupid kid, right? So I didn't get it for almost 2 years. Then after getting the first dose of vaccine, I caught it around Christmas of 2022. That's funny. I got COVID and it didn't affect me. Okay, nice. Lucky you. Oh, wow. My case of it wasn't that bad. You're a fighter, bro. Yeah, it is what it is. So, I was a very stupid kid, and I very much knew that I had asthma. Like, I was, as a small kid, I was later for 2 weeks, literally. I was literally done. It sucked. But as a kid, right, and when I was like 4 or 5, I knew I had asthma. And I was that 4 or 5-year-old that had to have his inhaler everywhere because, I was wheezing and stuff like that. And I hated it. I hated it. Why? Because I loved playing outside. I love physical activities. I love being outside with my friends. I love playing in the playground with all my other classmates and stuff. So one day I just decided to ignore it. I was just like, fuck it. I don't care that I'm wheezing. I don't care. I want to have fun. So I'm just going to keep going. And I kept going. The problem is my asthma didn't agree with that. So I died. I kept going and I kept fighting and I didn't listen and I kept fighting against it. So as like a 4 or 5-year-old, I remember being in the playground. Then everything went black for a second. Then I remember vaguely seeing my school nurse and my principal standing over my body. And like I couldn't breathe. I could barely remember everything. I had tunnel vision like crazy. I remember specifically my principal put a stethoscope to my chest and her eyes just like grew 3 sizes. They just widened and then everything went black again. And then the next memory that I have, I was in a hospital bed. I was in an ambulance, being rushed to the hospital. And when I was in the ambulance and I came back, the paramedics were like astounded at the fact that I woke up. They were excited because I had been declared dead for like I think it was a couple minutes at that point. A couple minutes to like an hour, something like that. And then I was hospitalized for like 2 weeks. But good news, my asthma hasn't bothered me since. I have been able to participate in physical activities, and I was a basketball player growing up since I was a small kid all the way through high school. And I didn't really have asthma problems. My asthma only really acts up if, right, as an adult, if I'm in a very, very, very stressful situation. Or like if allergies are like ridiculously bad, like a little bit of pollen here and there and stuff like that I can deal with. But if the allergies are like crazy, like if I'm around a cat, which I'm crazy allergic to or something, then I start wheezing again, my asthma comes back. So it is what it is. I missed a lot of that going off in that tangent, so let me go back and read up on your guys' messages. You guys are making me work today. Joke. Let's see. There's not really any training for garbage men. They just pick things up as they go. Please go some. You didn't get it for almost 2 years, and then after getting the first... Oh, yeah, so I did read that. Yeah, it sucks. Dude, when I got COVID, it was terrible. It was terrible. When I got COVID, it was like... It was as if somebody reached into my back and just fucking... Oh, my bad. This is a stupid ad. Hold on. Nobody cares. Shut up. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. We're back. It was as if somebody like reached into my back and just squeezed all of the shit out of my lungs and squeezed my fucking kidneys, and I was just like dead. I was done. I couldn't do anything. I was like done for, bro. It was ass. I hated every bit of it. I was laid up in bed just coughing and sneezing and choking and fucking a mucus filled, mess for like 2 weeks. And then I was okay again. So it was all right. It was like a combination of a terrible flu and a glandular fever combined. I couldn't even move. Yes, right. It was bad. I hated it. And I'm carrying a lot of weight, so I was high risk. Okay. Jeez. Did you not have an inhaler? Oh, I did have an inhaler, but I didn't have it. Like I said, I ignored when I was a kid. That day, I consciously remember making the decision of like, I don't care about my asthma. I want to play with my friends. So I just kept going. I kept running. You're like, you didn't have brain damage from the oxygen starvation. Yeah, maybe I did, you know? Maybe I did. I am a little bit cuckoo. I am a little bit demented, so maybe I did. That's scary as hell, as fuck. Yeah, it is. It was a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know it as a kid. Like, everything just kind of went black. But then I came back after a little while. And then when I came back, the paramedics were so nice. And they gave me, you have strep throat. I hope you feel better, man. Because I hate strep throat. We're all a little bit crazy sometimes, facts. I remember that they were so happy that I came back that they gave me like a plushie. It was, I don't know if you guys remember Bambi, like the Disney movie Bambi. But there's a rabbit in that movie called Thumper. And I had this Thumper that they gave me from the hospital for like years. And then I think my mom lost it. That would explain why you're an evil incarnate in battles. Exactly, see? Yeah, they would explain my crazy, psychotic, obsessive compulsiveness towards Pokemon. Bambi made me cry. It was a sad movie. Spoiler, facts. His mom dies. Yeah, that she does. Do. Spoiler, if you guys haven't seen the movie that came out like before I was even born, I think. I think Bambi came out before I was even born. It's a 90s movie, that's all I know. Alright, Fennekies. I'm gonna need you to shine, brother. This is getting wicked right here. So glad I caught up with you tonight, Oblivio. It's been great catching up with you, friend. Yeah, it really has been. Thank you, Freeze. If you are stepping out, if that's why you're saying that, then I do hope that you have a wonderful night, and I can't wait to see you again. But if not, I'm glad that you've been around. It's been great fun. Like 91 or 92, yeah. I have a convoluted way of proving that, of when Bambi came out, but we would have to agree with me in order for me to figure it out. Because yeah, I could just Google it and find out in 10 seconds, but I could also go to Kingdom Hearts 1, go into the files, and then it'll tell me when I click on the character profile of Bambi when the movie came out. Did you hear the possible reason why a lot of mothers died in early Disney is because Walt Disney felt guilty about his mother's death because his mother died from gas poisoning in the house he bought her. Damn, that fucking sucks. That makes it even more depressing. That makes it way more depressing. Is that another ad? Oh no, I was about to say. That makes it way more depressing. That why would you disclose that information? Oh, what the hell? Hold on. I'm feeling stupid, Joe. Give me a second. Makes sense, to be honest. Yeah, honestly. Well, thank you for the Jaws Freeze Falcon. I appreciate that. I'm feeling silly goofy. So let me turn on my PS5. Let me go to Kingdom Hearts. We'll go to Kingdom Hearts 1, go into the files, and then I'll show you guys when Bambi came out. It is just speculation. That's why there's tons of deaths in parents in early Disney, but the death of his mother, that's a true story. That's really sad. That is really sad. Yeah, that is very sad.
I think I like it.
Oh shoot, my bad. Load my game. Let's go to journal. Actually, you know what? Let me show you guys what I'm doing. If I'm not mistaken, the first thing he did with his fortune as well was buy the house for his mother. That's a noble thing to do. That makes sense. Let me put a pause on this beautiful music here. Just for a moment. It is in fact very sad. Very sad. Thank you so much for the shiny luck, Priest Falcon. Thank you, I appreciate that. Give me a moment, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. And hopefully I don't look stupid because I can't remember. I can't remember if it shows you in the remakes. I know it does in the original games. Oh, this is, yeah, this is Emnus. But, okay, let's put it to the test. If you go to Goofy, yeah, it tells you where they came out. So, Mickey's Review, 1932. Wow. Goofy's old. Let's see if we can find Bambi. So, these are our main characters. So, let's go to characters 2. Bambi. Oh, wow. There it is right there. Bambi, 1941. That is an old-ass card movie. That's crazy. My shiny, shiny luck. Why you keep stealing my luck? His brother's a thief. 1941 for Bambi. That's crazy. That thing is old. Yo, shoutouts Bambi. Check this out. Maybe it was a color film that came out in the 90s. Maybe. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Now we're summoning Simba. That was an accident. I didn't want Simba to be summoned. I wanted to summon Bambi. He's at home. I just had a whisper tick that said Bambi's a chicken. I mean, Simba's dad died too. That he did. Yes, he did. Alright, but this is what I want to do here. I want to summon Bambi. Because we were talking about Bambi. Bambi is a great summon too. Fuck you, Jasmine. I can spam magic because Bambi just bounces around and then provides a bunch of magic for you, so you can just spam magic like crazy. How about summon Bambi's mom? Wait, never mind. What is wrong with you? Bambi is cute, but I love the taste and venison more than I love Bambi. Venison is good, yeah. Alright. Enough flexing, Sora. What do you mean, what's wrong with me? That's terrible. Sorry, please. Can you ask for my professional opinion? Yeah, go ahead. That's terrible, said as he's laughing his head off. I already told you guys. I have a nervous laughter. I laugh in the worst moments possible. Somebody could tell me the most gut-wrenching news, and I would probably laugh about it. It's terrible. No, but I probably would. There's something wrong with me. I'm considering buying a PS5 disc edition. Is it worth it, or would you get an Xbox instead? That is a difficult question, my friend. Ugh. Joke, conjunctivitis.com. Now that's a site for sore eyes. Yep, that's literally what that is. Okay. So Freeze, that is a really hard question. That's a hard question, so I'll explain the pros and the cons of both so that you can make your decision based off. I have always, my understanding is PS5 more exclusives. Yes. So I'll explain the pros and cons so that you can make your decision based off of that, because really it's just dependent on you. Because in my personal opinion, I think both are great, and I actually have both. I have the brand new Xbox, I have the brand new PlayStation, the Switch, and my computer. So, um, in in my opinion, so for the Xbox, right, the pros of the Xbox, and I've got to go to a couple for these. So the Xbox doesn't have that many exclusives. That's a con, right? But one of the pros is the fact that it has access to a huge library of games, and it's a lot of fun too. So the most fun that I've had with the newest gen console has to be the Xbox. And the reason that I say that, also the most comfortable of all the remotes, I think, personally, is the Xbox. The Xbox has the most comfortable grip. I have the most fluidity with an Xbox remote. PlayStation, it's okay. It's a little wider, so it's not as comfortable. And the Switch is comfortable, but it's not as comfortable as the Xbox. Um, but with the Xbox, you can get the Xbox Game Pass, and that's only about $15 a month. It really isn't something like crazy expensive. It's something that I put like on a back burner card, and it kind of just pays it off, and it's not really that big. I'm not one to ask. I never owned Sony or a Microsoft console. I love both. I grew up owning Sony consoles mostly. My brother had the Xbox always, so he had Microsoft. But I've learned to love both of them. They're both great. I actually was just recently introduced to the Xbox and Microsoft consoles, and I've had a lot of fun. Oh no, Tick's being a pain. I'm sorry. So with Microsoft, you have a huge library of games that you get to choose from. With the Xbox Game Pass, you can get brand new free games every month, and it's really cool. It is really cool. You get brand spanking new free games added to this huge library of games every month. So you have endless games to play. Like when you get an Xbox and you get a Game Pass, which is just $15 as opposed to like paying $60 for a game or something, you have access to a library of endless fun. I mean, Goat Simulator, if you're into that, Flight Simulator, things like Ghostwire Tokyo, the entire Yakuza series, Yakuza 0 all the way through 5, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. There's a lot of great games on there. Astroneer, I just picked up Astroneer from the Xbox Game Pass, and I downloaded it onto my Xbox. I haven't been able to try it. I've been wanting to save it for a stream to try it blindly so that I can play it with you guys. But I just picked up Astroneer. I picked up another game that's been a lot of fun, co-op. Yakuza Like a Dragon is amazing. Yeah, and it's free on the Game Pass for Xbox. I like Astroneer. I've seen the trailer for Astroneer, and I remembered you told me about it, Noah, and I think I might like it, so I think I'm gonna try it. You mainly had Nintendo 64 and Xbox original, but your friends had PS2 and you played it. Okay. I watched a guy stream at it, and it was lit. Nice. Sadly, it isn't cross-platform. Oh, that's tough. But it's free on the Xbox, so I picked it up, and I want to try it. I've been having fun with Elden Ring on the Xbox. That was the first game and the only game that I bought on there, and that was a lot of fun. Um, even when I was, with my ex, she would be able to download games that she could play, like The Sims or like uh, Dreamlight Valley for free, and just play them. You know, so there's a lot of pros for the Xbox. Connectivity and free games are, I think, the biggest pros that the Xbox has. The fact that they undersell their Game Pass to make it available and cheap for everybody, so that everybody has access to a lot of games, is really cool. And I think, in my opinion, that's really fire. Like, that's better than exclusives, because it's like, okay, the companies have exclusives and they get the profit and everything, but Xbox in the meanwhile isn't making a profit off of this. It's actually at a deficit for them, but they're bringing a bunch of gaming to the community, and they're bringing a bunch of connectedness to the community, because you can connect with your friends, play these multiplayer co-op games. I downloaded Fortnite on my Xbox, and oh my god, that shit is so fun playing with my friends. So I've gotten a lot in the last 2 years that I've had an Xbox. I've gotten a lot of juice out of it, and I still have to beat Elden Ring, but I'll beat Elden Ring. I'm at the final boss. It just sucks ass. But anyways, um, Xbox has worked very well for connecting with my friends, and very well for providing me a huge library of games that I can play for very, very cheap, right? What I've paid in Game Pass does not amount to any of the games that I've had to pay. Like, since it's only 15 a month, you would have to pay 4 months of the Game Pass to equal one game, just one game. You know what I'm saying? And then that's like a lot of games, you know? So it's cool. They got games like Dead Space, Back for Blood, which is the follow-up to Dead by Daylight, I think. No, or Dead by Daylight is on there as well, but that is the follow-up to Left 4 Dead, which is, I think, also on there. They have a huge library of free games. Um, the cons, though, are the fact that, I mean, it out of between the two, it doesn't run as well as the PlayStation 5. I have to admit it, right? It runs exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong. The Xbox runs exceptionally well, but it does not run better than my PS5. My PS5 runs like an animal. It's stupid. I've never had a problem with it. Never had any connection issues. Never had any latency. Never had any lag. Never had any crashes or anything like that. Now, I haven't had like crashes per se with the Xbox, but there is times where I'd be playing online with friends, and sometimes it disconnect, and it wasn't really like an internet issue. So that only has happened like one time, right? But my PlayStation, I've never done that. And then the positives for the PlayStation are the fact that it does get a huge IPs and amazing exclusives, which is the reason that I got the PlayStation. Because one, that's the only console I'd be able to play Kingdom Hearts in. So obviously I needed it, because that's my second favorite, my second other favorite series aside from Pokemon. And then I also love the fact that it has games like Insomniac Spider-Man, which is amazing. They're going to come out with Spider-Man 2, the Wolverine game. They also have games. What other games do I have on there? They have Resident Evil is another huge and amazing IP that you can play on there. Resident Evil 4 Remake, one of the best games I've ever played in the last couple of years. I just realized you spelled SHINYLOCK wrong in the title. Oh, I did, my bad. Can you correct that? One of the best games that I've played in the last couple of years is the RE4 Remake. Now, I know that you guys know that I'm a Resident Evil 4 fanboy and I like it, but I really did set my bias aside for the game. And I appreciate, as a fan, I appreciated the old nods to the original game, but it is a brand new and an amazingly built and developed game. Like, it is so fun. I played through it a couple times. I'm currently playing through it on professional difficulty with my brother and my brother-in-law, basically. And we've all been kind of like handing the remote to each other, and it's really difficult, but it's really fun. And so I definitely would say that about the pros for the PlayStation. It runs exceptionally well. It has incredible games. The gaming titles on the PlayStation are magnificent, but it doesn't do so well in the areas of connectivity like the Xbox does, and it definitely doesn't do well in the areas of like their Game Pass. Like, for example, their Game Pass, like their PlayStation Plus for the PlayStation, it sucks. It's really expensive. You don't get a lot of free games, if any at all. You get to try games, so you get to like test out games and all that other good jazz, but you don't really get games for free like the Xbox does, and it kind of really sucks. I kind of definitely really dragged it down, especially for it being as expensive as it is. It's really expensive. Um, like I'm STH, my bad. Thank you. I appreciate that, Noah. But that's the reason that I own both, anyways. I get a lot of so I think basically it boils down to, do you want a bunch of free games and being able to connect and play with your friends way more often and much more accessibly because it's not as expensive? Or do you want to have, if you're more of a like a single player gamer, right? And you're not looking to connect as much and you want really, really great developed stories such as Final Fantasy, um, Resident Evil, Kingdom Hearts, like all of the great story driven games that are on the PlayStation for single player. If you're more of that kind of a gamer, I'd definitely say go for the PS5. Um, when are you going to stream Astroneer? I want to watch that first playing live. I'll let you know before anybody because obviously you recommended the game to me. But I was thinking today is a little bit busy. I'm definitely going to have to hop off here in a little bit. But if I have time, maybe Tuesday, maybe. If I can Tuesday, I definitely will try Tuesday. No Phoenix Fox for me, friends. Okay, and I'm gonna do the following, which I'm sorry. Your school starts this coming Monday. Aw, man. That's poop. Alright, well, let's try to get as many of these done as we can. I'm going to, I'm going to set up this screen here. The big screen in front of me. Only because I'm getting tired of having to look up. And then when I look up, I can't even see anything because the camera light is right here. And the glare on the bottom screen prevents me from seeing anything. But I do have chores and things that I have to get done today before I start working tomorrow and Monday. Because I have to go grocery shopping basically, and then I have to set up things for food and before work and all that jazz, and cleaning up a little bit. But after that's done, I should be, I should be good. I might, if nothing is really going on, I might even come back and stream after that. But in a little bit, I definitely want to take a little bit of the evening time to just go shopping, pick up a couple things for food, stock up the fridge for the week that's to come, and then maybe cook something. Maybe put something on the stove or something that I can, or make a big meal that I can save for the next couple of days, right? If I can make like a good mashed potatoes and some meat or something, I can tray them out and put them aside for the, a good bit. But anyways, that is what it is. But I can wait for it to try it. Controls are a little weird at first, so there's a fair warning for you. Okay, appreciate that. I appreciate that. I could probably get over that, the controls issue and stuff. But it looks like a pretty solidly fun game. It also just looks like a fun game that you can play cooperatively. So I hope that it is cross-platform. If it's not, that sucks. Thanks, movie. Oh, that's my absolute pleasure, Freeze. Thank you for listening to my opinion. I got used to it quickly. Okay, yeah, so it shouldn't be too bad. You appreciate the thorough advice? Thanks. Yeah, no worries. It isn't for Switch and Xbox, at least I believe. Oh, okay. That's cool. What's up, Brewski? What's up? No shiny Fennekin. All right. That was Q, my other nephew. Oh, and I'm sorry. I turned off the music and didn't turn it back on. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. There we go. I'll be getting in my head sometimes, y'all, and I forget things. I apologize. I don't get why these guys are so concerned with it. Actually, I mean, like, they're nice. They're kind. They're trying to make the new kid feel included and become his friend and all that jazz. Which is super cool. But, like, just let me get my starter and let me do my thing. I'm a little bit more of a lone wolf. I don't need y'all on my grill. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. Let me be.
Should I get shiny?
Is there a shiny lock with my buddy SirLordChimchar? Oh, we got a female. We'll call her Delphi. And we're racing. See who can beat the game. We're gonna get obviously we're doing the shiny lock rules. We have to see who gets the shiny starter first, and then once we get every badge, we have to get a shiny. Yeah, so after we get the first badge, we get the shiny. Second badge, then the shiny. So we're gonna fill out the team. Oop. It's gonna be Doggy Dookie. No, it's actually really. I'm just talking out my butt right now. It's really not that bad. I haven't even. We're nowhere near odds. I'm at like maybe 600, 700 resets. I haven't kept track. I'm just gonna keep going until I get it. But it's all cool because once I get this, I can get the first gym badge, and then I can catch a combi, then I can get sweets, and we'll be good. Did you know there's a recording of the last Kawi? Kawi, yeah. The Kauai. I don't know. It's Hawaiian, so it's difficult to pronounce. Kauai. Bird singing before it went extinct. It was a mating call sung by a male bird. The song has breaks for the female bird to respond. There was no response because the male Kauai, who is the last of its kind. That is, yes, I have seen that, and it's a very depressing video. Why are you coming with the depressing news today, Noah? What is your deal? We're trying to have fun, and you're talking about Walt Disney's dead mother and the last Kauai bird. Like, what is your deal today, bro? Let our brother spread the depression? That's crazy. I wonder if anybody's ever played a Pokemon game like blindfolded. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure somebody's done something like that to some extent. But I wonder if somebody's genuinely like blindfolded themselves and tried to play a Pokemon game on stream. It's like seeing how far they can get after a set amount of time. There was also a day when you and your childhood friend got out to play for the last time and none of you two was aware of it. Something wrong with you, brother. There is something wrong with you. His brother wants to make Chad cry. What is that? What the hell? That one's not so bad. I think the most gut-wrenching one is like, and I know this one personally, but like, you don't know, like you don't know when the last time you're gonna be speaking to like your mom or like your dad or one of your close siblings, right? Like your sister or your brother or something, and you don't know when that last conversation is gonna be, and that sucks. That's terrible. Like friends come and go. I know that some friends can be family. I get that. Which, you know, same applies for them. They're basically family, so it sucks. But for family, that one's rough. You get breadsticks too, bro? Yeah, good. Yeah, no worries. Um, I'd say within like the next hour or so, we're gonna get busy. So just, you know, do your thing. But like, uh, basically after 6:30, your mom said that you guys have to make sure this thing is spick and span, and then also we have to go. For sure.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Mine.
You're gonna do the shiny?
Hoping. Yes. God.
Anakin.
Panikies, man. Out of 3 Kalos starters, it's the only one I don't have any shinies for. I have a shiny Greninja, I have a shiny all of Chespin line, but I don't have any Fennekin. Ooh, in the coming weeks, we're not only going to get DLC, but we're also going to get Mewtwo raids that I hope you guys are ready for. I haven't built anything for it yet, but I've been thinking about a lot of good Pokemon that you could possibly run against it. And hopefully I can set up with like a good power trip set, right? On a Pokemon that doesn't necessarily need to be dark, because I know for a fact that Mewtwo's going to carry a ridiculous Aura Sphere, or like a Focus Blast or something. Have you watched the movie Hachi? It's actually based on a true story. A dog waiting for its owner at a train station every day for him when he was done at work, but one day he didn't come. I'm okay. I'm done with the sad things now. It's crying stream. Yeah, I believe that. I haven't seen the movie, but I've heard of the story, right? Because I'm pretty sure there's a statue in Shibuya dedicated to that dog, right? If I'm not mistaken. Regular Fennec Fox, baby. But to make it lighter, no. What's up? What kind of music do planets listen to? Neptune. Ah. No, you take a little bit of my sanity every time you make that you hit that command. A little bit of my sanity leaves my body. And one of these days, you're gonna make me insane. Good. Man is an anarchist, bro. He's crazy. We get that shiny Fennec Fox, boy. I'm gonna be so stoked if I get this thing early on, because then I get to beam through this. I love this game too. I love Gen 6. It's such a good gen. It is a great generation of Pokemon. So being able to experience this gen again is gonna be absolute fire. Was off. Oh, there's like a gnat flying around here or something. Shiny Penny Fox. Alright, big moves. Big moves, baby. Once again, I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Rocking out and vibing for a little bit. It's good to hang out with you guys. I'm gonna definitely try to hang out with you guys every chance that I get. I know I'm not gonna get a lot of chances to do so. Can I see the red orange hair of each Fennekin ear? Mush it up and then mix it with water and mix that with glue and glue it on chestplate and make it shiny. Oh god. As long as you can find a gray fox for me, I'm cool with it. Definitely gonna be hanging out with you guys every chance that I possibly get. And as I said before, after all of the tasks that we have to do today are done, I may come back on, and if it's early enough, I may hang out with you guys again, right? Because like, we just have to get the house cleaned, and then after the house cleaned, we have to go do some grocery shopping. After some grocery shopping, I might do a little bit of dinner if I don't feel like picking something up, you know, so that I don't have to do that. But then I have to put everything away, stock it up, make sure that it's prepped and ready to use for the days that come, so that way, you know, it doesn't take forever for me to have to prep things and cook while I'm working. Sure, but the Gray Fox would be from Wish, so it's like 20 cents in quality. That makes sense. So if we manage to do that and it's still a reasonable enough time, like if it's like 8:30 p.m. or something, 9 p.m. and I'm, you know, and we're not doing anything and I still get to hang out with you guys, then I'll go live again and we can hang out. But, you know, not. It is what it is. Let me put this in on the charger just because it's dying already. Well, it's not dying, it's like halfway through its battery, but I do want to take my, you know, DS with me places and stuff like that, so. Ray Fox from Wish, man. I'm gonna tell it to use flamethrower and it's gonna use Ember instead. That's no bueno. Another cool thing about being up here, right, is that I have better support system with friends. And so when I managed to get, you know, when I managed to start making trips up to Michael's in New York and stuff like that, you guys are going to see more of him, more of my buddy Aiden. We're going to go live with them and stuff like that. So you guys are going to get to see some really cool stuff develop. So I'm really excited. And I would be, you know, really grateful to see you guys come on that journey with me. Hey, Noah, you're 100% certain that the starters aren't shiny locked, right? I'm not starting to have my doubts, but you know. I just want to make sure because I never really fully confirmed. You're sure? Okay, good. Yo, Q. Can you do me a favor? In the closet door where the blue backpack is hanging, if you reach in there, there's an orange bottle. Can you grab that for me? Yeah. Shiny Froakie? Shiny Chespin? Oh man, we need a shiny Fennekeys, bro. Besides, if I got a Froakie, I wouldn't get Chespin because I already have that entire line. If I got a Froakie, I could only make it a Frogadier, which would suck.
Cardiac.
Good luck, me. Alright, kids, don't pop drugs. Alright, just, There we go. Sorry, I couldn't get the lid off. There we go. Anyways, don't do drugs. Alright? Drugs are not good for you. Unless all of the videos of people getting it, they hacked and removed it and didn't say anything. Okay, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering. Next shiny lock be Gen 8 or Gen 9. We soft reset for the starters. Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm okay. Come on, Fennekin, shine for me, buddy. Be awful kind of you. It'd be awful dope. That means we could spend the next hour just vibing. You know what I'm saying? We could spend the next hour getting through the Sandalwood Forest, rocking with each other, getting the first gym badge, getting our skates and stuff, getting the experience share, and then we catch a motherfucking combi. Get a combi, a little sweet sand, bro. Think about it, Fennekin. Think about it. We need to capitalize on that shiny luck that Freeze Falcon gave us, man. And we gotta sprinkle some of the shiny luck I have in this Oras copy just right over here so that we can, you know, we can get cooking. My bad, didn't mean to do that. We gotta call you Gandalf, my friend. Oof, if one of us gets to do it in this stream, the other will have to wait a whole week to try to catch up, yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if it's against the rules, but I'll say just to make it not a huge pain for the other person, if, for example, I got the shiny first, which I'm probably not gonna happen. You're probably gonna get it first, but if I got the shiny first and then I had to end stream, you know, just because I have my own chores and whatever things to do, I have full. We still have to. We have a cutoff point, right? Like we still won't be able to do anything in terms of shiny hunting until after the first gym badge. So if we get this shiny, right, we won't be able to shiny hunt together until after the first gym badge. So I would think it's okay. Like if I got the shiny first and then I had to step away, I would think it perfectly fine if you continue to do resets until you got the shiny, right? Because then you're not like way far behind. Because we still have to finish the series at some point, you know. The only thing that you would definitely have to wait for, obviously, is you can't progress further than the other person. So you wouldn't be able to play the game until we're back on stream again. So I think that would be fair. But if either one of us got the shiny first, I would say that it would be okay to shiny hunt off screen. Just to catch up to the other person. That's it. Not to progress. Like for example, I could still do it on a non-stream day. Yeah. So like, just to catch up though, just to make that absolutely clear. Not to progress ahead or not to progress at all, just to catch up, right? So like if you got the shiny starter first, you could go and get the first gym badge, like you're good, right? But if I didn't get it, I would still hunt for it. I just wouldn't go anywhere. Once I got the shiny, I would just let you know. And then once we're back on stream, then I could progress forward and play the game, and then you could too. Just for the starters, but not the others, I assume. Yeah, just for these starters, really. Because these are the ones that are going to take the absolute longest. Everything else is fair game. Oh, my neck. How much to soft reset over the shiny? Wait, what do you mean how much to soft reset over the shiny? What are you talking about? I was jokingly saying how much would it cost? Oh, hey, if you guys can help with the brand new PC donation, if you guys can meet that goal, I'll reset right over the shiny. You guys can help me get that new PC, I'll reset right over that shiny. Keep going. Ooh. I point down, but I guess in this setup the camera is over to the right, so the donation's over this way. Actually, I think if I point to my left, it's the right for you guys. So if I point to my right, it's the left of me. So yeah, so I'm pointing this way. It's to the left of me, over that way. About 36 babies. I think we're gonna go for like another hour, and then we're ready to go. Wow, English. If it were up to me, I would continue with you guys for the rest of the night. We would hang out and rock out, but you know, I kind of have to make things happen here, so I can't put myself out.
Even if your team's not in the same place, your work can
Ew,
be.
an ad.
You just need Asana. Asana organizes work, so teams know what to do.
Off yourself, please. I already have enough ad issues. I don't need more ads. That I'm not even being paid for. Like, goodness. Come on, I'm gonna be so mad. I won't be entirely mad, but I would be so annoyed because I'm gonna be so excited. If by the end of the hour I get the shiny Fennekin and I have to go, I'm gonna be really annoyed because, like, I really would like to push the series forward at that point and not have to leave, right? But if I have to leave and I have to step away, then but that's okay. That'll just excite me more, you know. That'll just like drive me further to when I come back from running errands and stuff. I'll throw a stream up again and we can hang out for the rest of the night and I can progress with you guys. Come on, baby. Freeze Falcon gave us a bunch of shiny luck. This ORAS copy has a bunch of shinies in it, and we're getting them all just by doing resets. Come on, just let me get this one really quickly. I don't care about the professor's interest in my mother. Just let me check my shiny, please. I wish I could soft reset. It would make this so much easier too. I mean, it would really only shave like 10 seconds per reset, so it is what it is. So it's not that big of a deal. I guess it does add up over time, but not enough for me to care that much. Sorry, y'all. My bad. Let's go Team Maestro. Can I have the shiny Fennec box, please? Another Gandalf. Hopefully he's gray, so that we can make the joke come full circle. I bought a ceiling fan the other day, complete waste of money. He just stands there applauding and saying, "Ooh, I love how smooth it is." Oh, that wasn't even like a command joke or anything. That was just, why do you do this? Shiny, nope. My bad, I didn't mean to throw. But Oblivio, do you when a door isn't a door? It's when it's a jar. Do I what? Do you when a door isn't a door? It's when it's ajar. Oh, do you know when a door isn't a door? It's when it's ajar. You have like a bank of dad jokes or something? Or like terrible puns? Oh god. Why does Shauna get so tight though? Like, why do you get so pressed over what nickname to call me, brother? Leave me alone. You think that's terrible? Let's see what Nightbot thinks. Please stop. What did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt. I see. I see. I get it. Oh, a Delphi. We got a female, baby. Shiny Delphi would be awesome. Please. Please. Ruin the sanity. That's what you're doing. Right, baby. Be a shiny Delphox, please. Alright, yep, I love that. Thanks. Fennekin, if you hate me, just say that, man. You don't gotta skirt around it. You don't need that sanity, let me just train it. I very much need my sanity, especially right now. Not gonna lie though, if I do get it, like even if I got it at 6:30, if I found it at the very end of stream, I would push it to like about 7 o'clock. I could do another 30 minutes or so. That way we could at least get through the intro garbage and then get into the Santolin Forest, and then probably within 30 minutes I think we can get to the first town. I don't think it's gonna take that long. But oh yeah, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. That's the first female that, Fennekin that I had in a long time. Like, I know that the odds are low, but like, jeez. That had to have been like at least 20 resets with strictly just male Fennekin. Same, you haven't got a female in a long time. Yeah. Ooh, November 10th theme. I love that. It excites me because I know I'm going to reset my Japanese copy of Pokemon Black, and I'm going to RNG the crap out of that thing. Get the shiny starter. Get the shiny monkey. I'm switching between Elrond and Frodo for my nickname for Chessman. Ah, okay, nice. I'm gonna make sure that we get everything there, and then I'm also gonna RNG the perfect IV Dittos. Those are gonna be great. Definitely need a perfect IV Ditto, Japanese Ditto, so that way we have a storage of, you know, foreign perfect IV Dittos. That way for later games we can Masuda method and all that stuff. We could probably even Masuda method in that Pokemon Black as well. Not that I would want to though, because that's probably gonna take forever. That sucks. I bred one time in Gen 5, one time, and that was for a Swinub. And I made sure that it was a good Swinub so that I could use it competitively, and it had Ice Shard and Icicle Crash and all that good jazz. It was Focus Sash, it was Jolly, Max Speed, Max Attack, Ice Crash, Ice Shard, Earthquake, and Superpower. Or I think Stone Edge. I think I swapped between Superpower and Stone Edge. But golly, it was rough. It helped me get through a good bit. And it definitely helped me in the competitive scene, especially against Cynthia's Garchomp and stuff like that. But rough. Those would be very nice in Scarlet Valley. Yes, they would. Yes, they most certainly would. Alright, Gandalf, I need you to be Gandalf the Grey, not Gandalf the regular Fennec Fox. Trevor, they did you foul with that haircut, brother. I'm telling you. I know I've said this before, but like, golly. They didn't give my boy Tierno any justice either. They kind of hacked up his head, but like, hey. I know a guy. I know a barber. I know a guy who does some stellar work, yo. I need to get back to him for real, but he's all in Florida, so I can't do that. Gotta find another barber, which is very difficult to do. Okay. You know a guy? I do know a guy. His name is Lee. And he is a great barber. I have his number in my phone, but I moved, so can't go back out to him. Did you know one of the, if not the original, I think it was the original, James Bond almost did Gandalf? Oh, really? Well, I'm really glad that they chose his current actor. You know what? I forget his name. Is it Sir Patrick? No. It's Sir. I forget his name. I always get it confused. But I know he's like knighted or something. He's like Sir something. It's on the tip of my tongue too. Because I've seen him in interviews and stuff like that, and I like him as an actor. I like the roles that he plays and stuff like that. But I cannot remember his name. Alright, Fennekin. You gonna shine for me, friend? Big moves. Big moves. I love that. That was a modest one, too. That would have been so good. That would have been so nice. That's right, Sir Ian McKellen. That's right. That is absolutely right. I really, really wish that I could get a Katsu Kitty mod so that I can stream my DS games to you guys from my 3DS and stuff. But, dude, because I would love to show you guys the RNG stuff that I'm able to do in, you know, some of the other games. And I I would do like an RNG playthrough of Pokemon, Japanese Pokemon Black with you guys. That would be a lot of fun, I think. Did you know that Sean Bean actually hiked to the high points for filming because he was afraid of helicopter rides? I did not, but that's funny. My sister sent something, sorry. I had to, I had to respond. In full costume and everything. Wow, that's crazy. And Aragorn used a real sword in some scenes. Ooh, nice. That's, gosh. You gotta have some kind of strength for that. I've held an actual blade before. They are fucking heavy. Like, the kinds of blades that they use, like, in... I guess there's not really an era for the Lord of the Rings, but if I had to put an era on the Lord of the Rings, it would definitely be something kind of medieval, right? And I have held a medieval blade before, and those fuckers are way bigger than you think and way heavy. The blade part is like literally this big, and then the hilt and the fucking basically the grip where you hold it, I forget what it's called. That shit's fucking heavy as hell. And they're very heavy blades, and then like not only, you know, is holding one heavy, but then being able to maneuver it just like, you know, as it's supposed to, that's crazy talent. And he literally chipped a tooth in a recording, and he was literally like, just glue it back. Nice. What a goat. I like Aragorn's actor as well. He's really cool. That I do know. I do know. Aragorn did get attached to his horse and he bought it, yeah. I do remember that. I remember seeing that. I'm pretty sure Ian just straight took his stuff home without even asking. Who the hell? Who the hell is gonna tell Ian McKellen to give him their shit back? Like, bro's literally knighted. Get out of here. Goodness, throw. Everyone did get some sort of quote-unquote gift. Both Frodo and Gollum got one of the many rings used. They made many One Rings for those films. Ironically, yeah, that's funny. Ready, bro? We're heading out soon. So, we get things done.
Could you show you it?
Nope. I'll do it for like another 30 minutes and then I think it's time for us to get things started. House has to be rearranged and gotta go shopping and all that. And there were over 40 different sizes made. God damn. You can order Lord of the Ring One Ring replicas. Yeah, I would imagine so. I think I have to update that PC goal as well because gotta update. I gotta take into account inflation. Back then it was okay. I only really needed some specific parts that were gonna cost about that much. But now it's gotten more expensive, so I'm gonna have to update that goal. The actor for Gimli was allergic to makeup. Actually, you have a lot of Lord of the Rings tidbits.
Oh, don't get mad now. Don't get mad now.
Let's go, Panickies.
Well,
This one, I'd be surprised if you didn't know. Aragorn's actor actually broke his toe when he kicked the helmet. I knew that.
Dude, I really did not want to put this through it, and it.
Alright. Let's do this, Fennekin. That was... I would have not wished that to be shiny at all. That was a horrible Fennekin. That had, like, terrible IVs and everything. HP, attack, defense, special defense. Quick, name the 18th President of the United States. Harry Truman. I have no idea who the 18th President of the United States is.
Dude, I mean, we talk 5 times. First place, I just joined and I really love it.
Not close, oh, it'd be Grant. Well, I don't know. It's what it is.
I got base 8 and 14. That's one point. That's what we do. You got it.
Do. I want to see you try and perfect the presidents in order live. I'm good.
I mean, if I had stuff,
Only 56 of them. Has there really been 50? I don't. There's not 56 presidents, right? I think there's only been like what 40 some. I know for a fact because Obama was the 44th pres. That's why I called my Obama son the 44th. And since then, there's been Trumpsky. That's 45th. And yeah, 46 is whatchamacallit. Joe Bubba's. I mistyped. Brody tripping.
and then go back.
Who know what would be fun? I find some Pokemon based online quizzes and you try them live and see how well you do. Maybe. There used to be this one game, what was it called? Quiz Up, I think. I think it was called Quiz Up, right? There used to be a game called Quiz Up. It was a mobile app, and I used to be godly at the Pokemon one. Like, there's a category for, I think it was guess that Pokemon, or like what the Pokemon was, and nobody could beat me. Nobody. Not a single person. I ran that leaderboard. I was crazy good.
I had
I will call again, though. Alright, boom. Let's see what's popping. Yendo. Not shiny, baby. I love that. Yep. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. That's the whole reason that we even got on this app, you know? Wow, we can't let Freeze Falcon's shiny luck go to waste. I want the shiny. I just found some that would be fun to watch you attempt. As long as it has to do specifically with the Pokemon game, I will be perfectly fine. If it has to do with the anime, if it has to do with the manga and stuff like that, didn't get it. I actually really like the manga, but I haven't read as much as I would like to. So I probably wouldn't remember it as much or remember it as well. And the anime, no. I tried picking it up. I really wish that we could watch party the Pokemon TV app on my Switch and stuff like that. Because then I'd watch Pokemon episodes with you guys while like I shiny hunt in the background. Like I would do that all day. That sounds like fun. But I don't know if you can, right? If I find out that you can, we're definitely going to put that into the schedule. But because I want to get through the entirety of the anime. I want to get all the way through the first couple of seasons into the newer seasons and so forth, so on and so forth. It is strictly game knowledge. Okay, say less. I'm in there. Man, what the hell, bro? What's really happening, Fennekies? Yep, if I do come on live a little bit later, we're definitely gonna, if I have nothing better to do, we're definitely gonna do more resets, but if I have another game to play, we'll play another game. Which I might be on with my friends, so we might have another game to play. But if I can hang out with you guys later on, that's gonna be a good time.
That's
Yes. Wow, we keep getting Gandalfs. No chance for a Delphi even, because none of them have been female. Well, not, you know, successively anyways.
no. It actually goes in
If you come back, Astroneer, maybe if I really have nothing going on, but If I'm with my friends, it's definitely not going to be Astrid here. Finnegan hates me.
Now everybody know. No.
Finnegan hates my goats. That's cool, Finnegan. That's cool. I'll tell you what, too, y'all. Like, I really don't want to go run these errands, but like. I DM'd you a list to you and probably some of the hardest ones. Okay, sure thing. I'll take a look at them soon.
He has phones. He looks.
Come on, Finnegan. Be great. Please.
Now you have to go.
Do,
You're not gonna have enough for the next one.
do, 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 do.
Stupidest kid I ever seen.
You're gonna check something, be right back. No worries.
Hello? You're the one that live with 7, 8. You don't watch. Actually, don't know. No. We need to fix that. Just he was having the
Well, let me be. Let me pick my starter Pokemon. Get out of my face. Quit being annoying. All of that good jazz. Y'all need to move. I gotta go. Go, go, go. Another Gandalf. Will he be gray though? That'd be fire. If he was. If he was in fact Gandalf the Grey.
you just said to get a strip. And I won.
I would nickname him Gandalf the Grey if it fit in there, but it doesn't. So it's just Gandalf. And hopefully somebody gets the joke.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna win? I'll buy 2 also. If it gives me 2, it gives me 2.
Nice, 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 very nice. I'm glad you're back, no?
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. If it gives me a 2 or a 5. Oh, you might be a 5. Well, still, some of them have 8 to 10. Look. Actually, if you even like that, like 400, they're waiting for but if someone is like level 1, he doesn't have like indefinite.
Not a single Delphi, dude. What is this? I haven't had a Delphi in once again like 20 resets, dude. It's certainly been like at least 40 minutes since the last female. There's the home stretch though, homies. We got 10 more minutes and then I will end stream. Obviously, if I don't get a shiny. If I do get a shiny, we'll go for like another 30 minutes. We'll push it to 7 p.m. And then I'll go do my chores and everything and blah blah blah. But
Doesn't matter.
I want to leave at 6:30 so that I have a good amount of time to kind of take care of things. I need to run to the restroom, then we gotta go, and then we gotta come back, organize everything. Realistically speaking, if I do come back, if I do have time to come back, it'll be around 9 p.m. If I don't come back, obviously it's because, you know, busy. But hopefully Freeze Falcon's Shiny Luck purchases were not in vain. So that way we can go ahead and get things done. You know what small pet peeve I've developed lately? And it's so stupid, it doesn't make sense. But like, I'll oftentimes have people PM me and ask, hey, what's egg roulette? And I'm like, yo, if you go on over, small plug by the way, if you go on over to my YouTube channel, Command YouTube, there's a link if you guys do want to go over there. But if you guys hop on over there for about 3.5 seconds, one of my latest videos literally explains the egg roulette in under 5 minutes, and I think it's the shortest video I think I've ever made, and it fully encapsulates what it is. It'll answer all of your questions if you have any. Wait, who did you do egg roulette? There's been a couple people that have DM'd me about egg roulette, and they're asking like what it is, and I'm like, I have a video dedicated to explaining what egg roulette is. Take 5 minutes of your time and watch it. It's not even that long. It's not that long, and it's not a difficult concept to grasp. Ooh, a Delphi. But yes, it's fun. It's fun. I always just send them the link to my video. I'm like, look, if you have any questions after that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them, but that pretty much explains it. Delphi, are you shiny? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well, thank you, Delphi. Appreciate you very much for that. That is very kind of you. That reminds me, I need to rewatch the money grinding video of yours. Yeah, replace everything that I said about Goldango with Happy Hour Zoroark, and then you should be fine. Which I made a PS. I went back to that video and I made a PS in the description. Just, hey, replace Goldango with Happy Hour Zoroark if you have it, and your life will be very easy. So I guess that video still stands pretty good because for people that don't have the DLC or were only able to get the base game, Goldango is your best money maker for sure. But the best money maker is definitely that event Zoroark with Happy Hour. Just like disguise it as a Pokemon that it can't get hit by. Set up the Happy Hour, set up a nasty plot, and then sweep the team. And you'll get money in like no time.
Okay.
We receive Fanakys. And it's Gandalf. Let's pray that it's gray. Yes.
Hey, okay, I got you when you get that. If you got that, diamond, you get that. That's really good.
We are chilling with these resets. Alright, y'all.
Oh, how do you want this one? This one. How do you want this one?
Shiny Fennekin? Well, we could get it on the next one. We could. Could be big. Could be huge, even.
Yeah, I went all in with the first one, and I had
6:24, we have about 5-ish minutes. And I gotta roll. Yeah, back to what I was saying before though. I don't think anybody's ever done, or maybe there has been and I'm just bugging. But has anybody ever blindfolded completed a Pokemon game? Like, I think that would be something that I would want to do someday. Because it genuinely sounds fun. Just seeing if I can rely on my knowledge about the game and sounds to help, you know, feel my way around or determine my way around. Obviously, I won't even be able to see what the hell you guys are saying to me because you guys are going to be in chat. So it would be hilarious. But I could hear everything. So I could like plug in some headphones, blindfold myself, and then I could hear it. I could do like a text-to-speech thing, but I think I'll make that like a not a every comment kind of thing because that would fucking annoy the shit out of me. But if there's something that you desperately have to tell me, I think I would do a text, like a redeem text-to-speech kind of thing. That you would have to obviously put in some channel points for, and then that way you guys could let me know what, you know, what's going on. But for the most part, I think it'd be hilarious just to kind of rely on my senses, hear the thuds every time I bump into a wall or something, and just my memory of how the game goes, and what's what, so that I can go you know, just so that I can play through the game and stuff. I wonder what game I'd want to do that into. Maybe like Crystal. Maybe like Crystal. That would be fun. It's my favorite Pokemon game. But I don't know. It depends. It would be funny because it would be hilarious also too if it was like a game like Sword and Shield or like a game like Scarlet and Violet where everything's just open, you know? Just to see if I can meander my way blindly and kind of just feel things out. Know when you felt confident about quizzes I sent, just read the names and that it died down quickly. I felt... Oh, okay. What do you mean? Like my confidence is supposed to die down quickly? Can you name all Pokemon moves A through F, including Z moves? Some. All Pokemon moves Go? Like in Pokemon Go? No. Oh, G through O, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Once you see the names, you'll understand what I mean. Blind Wild Area. That sounds, yeah, it sounds fun. The Blind Wild Area sounds like a bad time. I know the wild area well enough, though, to be able to kind of maneuver around it and know what to avoid. I would cry, though, if I, like, just started the game, walked into the wild area, and then I hear an Onyx cry. Because then I know I'm going to die. Unless I have, like, a water Pokemon or something. Literally name all of the Pokemon moves. That's difficult. Every single last one of them. But I'm sure I could do it at some point.
Mm. 45 seconds.
Yeah, I kind of wasted a second there. So what we'll do is we'll do this one, and then I'll do one more reset for good measure, and that'll be it. Okay. If Anakin hates me, that's okay, guys. I can take it. I'll live. I'll be okay. All right, it's 6:30, homies. So this will be the very last one. One last go, and then I do have to get things started around here. So that way we can chill later tonight, if possible. Kind of vibe out. Yeah.
And I literally just had Jack. And I literally just had Jack.
All right, one more Gandalf. Will it be the gray one, though? Hoping so. I swear if it waited until 6:31 p.m. to be shiny, and now I have to sit here until 7 to progress the game, I'm not going to be that mad. But still. That'd be so fucking annoying. Alright, Gandalf, are you gray? That's a negative, my friends. That is a negative. Alright, and that is it, homies. Let's go ahead and stop the music. Let's go ahead and get rid of that.
No, because look, he's fed. He's fed.
Oh, I'm just gonna get a quick stretch here. Alright, that was good stuff. Well, anyways, friends, that was in fact the Pokemon Y Shiny Lock resets for the day. I had a lot of fun with you guys doing these as always, you know. Oh, actually, my bad. I shouldn't have minimized that. I should have just came over here and that would have been great. I really do appreciate you guys for, you know, obviously being here and hanging out with me so that we can do these resets and rocking with me. I do have to get going. I got a lot of chores we got to be taken care of, and I do have to grocery shop just for the next couple days, of course. Regardless, as always, you guys have been amazing. I have been Trainer Oblivio, and Trainer Oblivio, check it out. Peace out, guys. Appreciate you for everything. Thank you.